Hey y'all, what's going on? How's y'all doing, child? Happy Sunday. I hope everybody had a wonderful first Sunday. Well, this is second Sunday, not first Sunday, second Sunday. I hope y'all had a great second Sunday. I hope everyone had a wonderful evening. And listen, y'all, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I watched an episode of a show that actually had something happening. I don't even know how to feel right now. Y'all hit the like button as you come in. Thumbs up, thumbs doggone up. I'm so excited that we got something to talk about other than what ain't happening and what ain't being said. Boy, this feels good. I'm so glad to be talking to y'all today. Happy Sunday, doggone it. Let me greet everybody because I cannot wait to talk about everything we just saw. Y'all, this shaping up to be a heck of a season. God darn it. The first episode gave me everything that I needed, and we gonna get into it. Okay. Oh man, let me greet everybody. Listen. My mouth is ready to run. My mouth is ready to run. I'm so happy. Let me greet everybody real quick, real quick. All right, learning to love yourself. How you doing, love? Maren Reeves, what's up, girl? Bianca Edwards, how you doing, beautiful? Lel in the house, ready to cut up. I already know. Hey, Morgan's Musings, how are you? Oh, you showing out for the whole month. And for the month? I ain't gonna judge you, girl. I'm jealous. Hey, Miss MO1, how are you? Good to see you. Cheryl, what's up, sis? Good to see you. Auntie Eva, glad you made it. Miss Sparkle, our resident Mary Kay lady in the house. La Chanel, hey, baby sis. The beautiful CC Miller is here. Yes, she is. Yvette made it all the way from Birmingham, England. What's up, sis? The beautiful and gorgeous Niecy Rose is in the house. The beautiful Bianca Edwards is in the house. All right, my favorite nephew is here. King St. Cara, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Quiet Storm 87, what's happening? All right, Susan Bibbs, how you doing? Welcome now. Good to see you. Nacho Twins mama up in here. What's going on, girl? Hey, BJ Dez, how you? Marilyn McGowan, hey, sis. Love you. Deborah Randall, she made it. All right. You know, anytime we talking housewives, if Deborah Randall ain't here, I may as well end the stream and just put everybody out. Delicia Dismute, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, all right. Katie Jones, what's up, lady? How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Cheryl, glad you made it tonight. Janet Alexander, how are you? Good to see you. Tyrone Church, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Live your life. How you? All right, welcome now. Welcome. Sheila J, how you doing? Okay, Miss Kaiser Sose in the house. You ain't working tonight, huh? Okay. Ashley in the building. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Yolanda. How you doing, girl? DH, what's up? Silver Diamond is up in here. How you doing? Good to see you. My sweetheart Angie from Miami, Florida is in the house. That pretty girl out of Miami. Always glad to see you. We got Star up in here. Hey, Star. What's up, Candy R? How you doing? Leslie. Hey, girl. How you doing? Hey, happy to be happy. Oh, child. Empress of Light. How are you? You say Detroit is up in here. You better do it, Miss Detroit. Represent, girl. Let them know. Let them know. Mame D. What's up? I'm excited to talk about RHOP. And Empress of Light, I ain't know you was from Detroit. You know T Baby. That's my favorite person from Detroit. She is my favorite person from Detroit. Yes. Y'all know T Baby. You listen, y'all put a T in the chat if y'all know T Baby. T Baby is the one. Okay, that is the one. Nobody better not never say nothing bad about T Baby. I don't care if she don't never make another song. That's my girl. You say no more night shifts. Okay, you don't work the NOC shift no more. You doing the early bird. Okay. Hey, Catherine Bennett. Y'all don't know about T Baby? What? Y'all ain't with it. Y'all ain't cool. I thought y'all was the cool kids, but y'all ain't cool. Y'all don't know T Baby. Y'all ain't cool if y'all don't know T Baby. Shoot. I'm a T Baby fan. I was looking for a t-shirt, just couldn't find one. Act like y'all don't know. Y'all better get on y'all YouTube game and get your game up. Y'all don't know that girl? Yes, Catherine, that's the one. It's so cold in the D. Yes. I say you better go T, baby. That's my girl right there. I don't care what nobody say. That's the best. That's the best girl to ever come out of Detroit. Right there. T, baby. Yes. Y'all, I watched that lady video so many times. I almost knew that little song by heart. I swear I did. King St. Clair, I said, T, baby, you what you know. Yes, I love T, baby. Care what nobody say. Then she did a radio interview and they let her rap her song on the radio. I say, yes, go T, baby. Mm-hmm. Sure did. I say, all right. That's my kind of girl right there. That is my kind of girl right there. So listen, did y'all get a chance to watch this episode? Who all saw the episode already? Because if you ain't seen it, let me just warn you. My reviews, it's not even a spoiler. I'm just going to recap the whole show. So if you ain't seen it, just be prepared that you're going to get spoiled on all of it. And it's a lot tonight. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? You visiting France and stayed up to 3:30 a.m. here to tune into your review. Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate that. You all the way over there in France. I know that's right. Deborah Harris, I'm glad you made it. Girl, you too? I was shocked at Robin too a little bit. Robin actually looked, like she done level up. Y'all seen it? Okay, good. Then I don't feel so bad about running my mouth because y'all know that's what I'm about to do. At this point, if this ain't your first time, you already know what's about to go down. So I don't even feel bad for running my mouth because y'all say y'all done seen it. Okay? So let's get into this thing. So, let me inhale and let it out. So, they started with this picnic situation at the Cherry Blossoms. Okay? King said, Carr say precept upon precept on the porch. That's right. You know it. You caught the second half, CC. Ms. MO1, you seen most of it? Okay, bet. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to fill in the rest. Angie, you still watching the episode. Okay, I got you. So listen. So they start off with this picnic situation. So first it was just Karen and Giselle. Hey, little Mackie. Child, where you been? Child, you say the sight of Charisse pissed you off. Baby, the sight of Charisse should have pissed Charisse off. But we going to get into that. You sorry in advance. We already know you finna cut up. We already know we ready for you. So listen, they at the little picnic situation. They getting ready and all that. They just talking. And sure enough, Giselle don't know how to just chill without bringing up somebody else's business. Y'all notice that about her? She don't never sit down and be like, girl, let me tell you what's going on with me. Have y'all noticed that's something you don't never hear come out Giselle's mouth? Hey, Dana Cutler. You don't never hear that come out Giselle's mouth. It ain't never, girl, let me tell you what happened the other day with me. It's never that for Giselle. It is always, and I do mean always, did you hear about somebody else's business? Girl, did you talk to so-and-so about their business? It's never her. It's always about somebody else. Hey, DV. Hey, Mega Million. So naturally, she stayed true to form. She wanted to immediately go to talking about Ashley. And Karen was basically saying like, she worrying about the girl, how she doing or whatever. She probably moving slow these days. And you'll hear crickets. Child. You might hear atoms split. You might actually hear cell mitosis if you wait on Gizzard to tell her business. And I said I was gonna stop saying that. BJ Dez, you a bad influence because I didn't want to call that lady Gizzard no more. She said Gizzard Nick likes to get everything started with running that mouth. That's all she know how to do. DH said I put myself in timeout already for what I wanted to say. God dang, already y'all getting started. Oh, you still watching too? Okay, no problem. I got you. So she was like, oh, by the looks of her TikTok, she doing fine. Like she want to clown her for being on TikTok. First of all, Giselle, get you something to do. Get you a TikTok or a flip-flop. Get you something instead of being upset and always having some criticism. Y'all notice this girl could criticize manna from heaven. She could criticize free money. Like, she could criticize anything. She literally spends her time finding different ways, and not even creative ways, but just finding different ways to criticize somebody else's lifestyle, life choices, what they got, what they ain't got, what they man doing, what they man ain't doing. She just got too much, it's just too much on it for me. It's too much on it for me. So then DB say Giselle can't say, girls, this was going on with me because she ain't got nothing going on. Uh-oh. So those be the people with the most going on behind the scenes or nothing at all. Right. Say she don't know no other way. She don't want to know no other way. Always. Yes, girl, a flip-flop. Something. Add them dogs out. Every time we see her, sometime before the end of this season, watch they show her feet and they're going to be swole again. Get you something, add them dogs out. Get you something to do. But anyway, so she talking about the girl TikTok or whatever. And I like that Karen is trying to just like, diffuse her hate, because Giselle just hates on everybody, like chronically. So she tried to diffuse the hate a little bit, like maybe that, I think that's her therapy or whatever like that. Here come Ashley walking up. Anyway, and Giselle was like, well, actually, before Ashley came up, well, Ashley is on her way. But before the girl could even get there, hey, Erica West Living, before the girl could ever get there, Giselle was like, well, how did we get there? Well, I'm not going to say how we got there. We all know how we got there because he was doing his thing. He was doing this. He was doing that. But meanwhile, fast forward, Erica says she's sick of Giselle the way she shooed Wendy did something to me. Girl, it pissed me off too. Ooh, girl. And how about I was getting ready to reference that? She up there talking about this girl, still her husband, because they not even divorced, right? Talking about he was this place, he was doing his thing, he was that, he was this. I mean, it's Michael Darby. We know how he got there. But meanwhile, fast forward to the end of the show, she got a whole attitude with Wendy because Wendy mentioned your ex-husband being a hoe. But you sitting up running this girl current husband in the ground. You don't even know for sure that her marriage is actually over, is what is the impression that I'm getting from the show tonight. And if you ask me, y'all, we gonna talk about it later, but I feel like Giselle act like she was disappointed that girl's marriage ain't got the nail in the coffin yet. Now, do I want her to necessarily stay, with Mr. Liver Spots? Not necessarily, but I feel like that's her husband and that ain't nobody's call but hers. If you like it, I love it. Simple as that. Hey, Debbie Garcia, now we in business. We got Debbie and Deborah. Now I'm ready. Okay. BJ Dad say she worried about people relationships, but you can't find a man on your own. You got to pay them to pretend you in a relationship. Sick of her. Well, girl, now that's a lot of them. That's a lot of them. Giselle ain't on home with that one. Auntie Eva said Giselle might need some chronic. Might help her disposition. Yeah, that might. I can't dispute that. It might. Hey, DM Rocks. So listen, I just was like, what do you mean? I'm pretty sure how it got there. It don't matter what the situation is. Like, she got too much to say. So anyway, Robin shows up first, I want to say. Was it? Yeah. Robin shows up and they sitting down, they talking or whatever. Then Ashley shows up. I knew I had it right. They went to talking about Ray and Karen was like, I'm 17 years younger than him. I know that keeps him going. And, Giselle went trying to lie on her because that's what Giselle does best. She another one that will lie on people. Oh, I know one time you said 20 years younger than you said this. And Karen was like, absolutely not, because I know for a fact I'm 17 years younger than Ray. She was like, I'm not the person to have a problem with my math. And I know she was alluding to Mia because y'all know last year Mia was 37, 13, 30, 32, 35, 36. We don't know how the hell old she is. And at this point, I don't even care no more. Just count the holes in her face and call that her age. Hey, D, what's up, girl? Hey, Keisha Hooks. All right. Ashley comes from people's marriages as well. Yes, she does. And trust me, what I'm saying is not in defense of Ashley. It's just the fact of I'm pointing out Giselle's hypocrisy. She want to claim that Wendy attacked her whole family for pointing out the fact that J Maul was a ho Merry Christmas. Meanwhile, she doing the exact same thing to Ashley. So should Ashley be all extra dramatic with you because you doing the same thing that you claim this girl did? And never mind the fact what Wendy did to her was in response to them playing in her face because they was mad about that girl dressing away and showing her body and looking better than them. Period, point blank. Plus the fact, hey, you too accomplished. You a little too proud of yourself. Your skin too dark, and we got a problem with you. And when she went for that girl's husband, and she came back and snatched her edges, now she want to play the victim. That's all I'm saying. She's a hypocrite. But that ain't news. Say Giselle enjoys seeing marriages fall apart. She does. She get excited about it. She's a real sick person. Catherine say, I was mad at Robin talking about divorces like she ain't lived with one for girl. Listen, Catherine, me and you gonna get a DNA test because I think we cousins in real life. I think we share genetics. Hey, Candace Lane. DA say Giselle questioning Ashley buying a house with her husband while she living in the Ronald McDonald house in the woods. See, you done started. Just go ahead and let me fill out your pass for the reflection corner because I see where this is going. So they sat down, they talking or whatever. Robin said they started talking about Mia after Karen made that comment about the age and the numbers and the math or whatever like that. So then Robin was the first one to mention. I don't know whether it was Robin or Giselle. Either way, they work in tandem. They went to talking about Mia's social media post or what have you, and basically saying like, okay, what she said. Robin said it was vague. Ashley said she thought it was, pretty clear that she was claiming that she had cancer. That's not what I got from that girl's post at all. Robin, and so basically Robin and Ashley were saying that, she was attention seeking. Robin, Ashley, and Giselle was all on that same page. Now, at this point, I want y'all to put a pin in this because I had mentioned it last night when we was up late. I know a lot of y'all were not up late while we was live late last night, but y'all missed it. But Karen was very clear. Very, very clear. Thank you, Debbie. Robin living with him, but got so much to say about divorce. Thank you very much. But Karen was very clear at that point. She was like, Giselle, that's judging, and you should talk to her and try to get clarification. She's like, well, it's weird. Don't you think it's weird? And Karen was like, no, it's different, but you should talk to her and get clarification, and told Giselle she was judging. So Karen was very clear. There's no way. And I wanted to pay real close attention during that scene because I felt like it was no possible way that Giselle misunderstood nothing Karen said. Not when Karen quickly and clearly disputed what you said and told you that you were judging. Nobody tells you that you're judging when you make a statement and you thought they agreed with you. Them agreeing with you is what Sheree did with Marlo on Candy. That was agreeing. Yep, you're right. Amen. That's agreeing. When you say something and your friend or acquaintance says, now that's judging. That, my darling, is not agreeing with you. That's somebody telling you that you're judging. So Giselle knew she was lying on that lady when she lies on her later in the episode. Catherine say Ashley came from marriages 2 to 3 seasons ago. She retired. Giselle comes from marriages full time. That is true. That's true. Robin is the pot talking about the kettle. She need to shut up. She usually does. And Yolanda Franklin says Robin is also a hypocrite for discussing Ashley buying a home with Crocodile Dickie D when she did with Juan. No, but if you recall later on in the episode, we find out Juan's name is not on that house, so that does not count. Erica says, so this season, Giselle coming for Candace's marriage. She says she can't believe the way she reacted. Giselle go to tell Robin that Juan hit on you. See her reaction. Giselle think everybody want her. I don't know. Giselle's so full of crap, y'all. I just can't. I don't know. I feel a certain type of way, but I really can't put it into words. When I'm able to, I'm gonna put it out there. But I really can't formulate a sentence that adequately depicts or explains the way I feel about Giselle's behavior. Because I think I see a real mental pathology at work, and I really can't put my finger on it. But when I'm able to, I'm gonna jump on it. But anyway, so they went through that. Karen says that she would have prayed about it. Now, this is why, I think at this moment, Karen made me remember why I like her. Because Karen kept it real. She was like, I wouldn't have went to social media. I done went to Jesus. I done went to praying. She said she'd have had Satan on his knees, and I like to holler. And I say, that's my girl. Go straight to the source. Don't go running to social media. Ain't nobody out there finna help you. All they gonna do is judge you, talk about you. Some of them gonna be happy and excited and celebrating and hoping that you die, and probably trying to figure out if they can get your husband after you do. So I wouldn't have went to social media either. But is it odd that the girl went to social media? No. Do most people end up going to social media telling their business? Yes. And is it something or enough to say she's attention seeking any more than anybody else when they go to social media? So I don't know. I feel like Giselle was full of crap, and she was trying to pick a problem and wanting everybody to attack Mia and make Mia feel bad for posting what she posted about her health condition, because that ain't nobody business but hers. King St. Carl said, yeah, we found out his name is not on the house, and she should be really upset at her friend for revealing that to the world when she hadn't. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. She keep it real sometime, because Karen disappointed me a little bit last season. Y'all know I don't have nobody that I absolutely stand for and be like, no matter what they do, they right. Karen done did some stuff I didn't like now. I don't have nobody that I cut for like that. Yeah, for real. Karen told the truth on that one. You come telling me about that. For number one, I'm not finna agree with you on my health. And two, I'm finna get on my knees. We finna have midnight prayer, noonday prayer. I'm finna be fasting. I might not even drink water. Okay? Like, you not finna get me with that. King St. Carl say, it is the times we live in, everybody run the social media. That's what I said too. Hey, cool gamer. LEL said, how one name gonna be on the house when he there for 2 hours a week? Honest question. See there, you done started. You started already. I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust you not to get going. I knew it. Once I seen DH get started, I knew you was coming. So that's what happened with that. So then they went to talking about Ashley's divorce. Okay. And the girl was just trying to explain herself why she went to opening up to them about her business. I don't know, but she did. She did. Hey, Jackie. And she was like, basically, like, her lifestyle changed. She don't drink no more. She said they no longer sexually compatible. I don't understand how they ever were, because that's just nasty, but that ain't my business. That's her husband and not mine. Praise God. Okay. She said they ain't had Mr. Nasty time in about 4 months. Okay. And said that they had a situation where there was a woman that was wanting to get with Ashley, and he was wanting her to go ahead and do it because he nasty. And Ashley was like, she didn't really want to do it because she wasn't feeling nasty, and say he wasn't happy about that, child. He wasn't happy about that at all. When I say at all, he wasn't happy about it at all. So I don't know, how that's supposed to go, but she said they was drifting apart, and that's that. And then so she pointed out that in the state of Virginia, which I didn't know, so shout out to her for giving us some insight. She said in the state of Virginia, they got to be separated for a whole year before they can get married. Before they can get divorced. And that they buying a house in the LLC that both of them own. And they sitting there like, how you gonna do that? And Robin's like, ain't no way I'm buying a house with him and this and that. And I'm sitting there while Robin talking. I'm like, the only reason, Robin, you didn't buy no house with Juan at that time is because you couldn't afford to. You talking about things that don't even apply to you. When you divorced Juan, you had done messed up all that boy money. So then now you up here braggadocious saying it with your chest. Ain't no way I would have bought no house with Juan after we divorced. You right. You didn't buy no house with Juan after you divorced. What you did was you still kept him in the house with y'all, confusing the hell out them children. That's what you did, Robin. Rob Bay so full of crap. Now, I understand she might be done took a bath and dyed her hair and trying to wear a little bit better clothes and trying to look a little bit less like Jake from State Farm. But you still full of crap, ma'am. Don't be running around here poking your chest out talking about what you didn't do like you had the option, because you know you didn't. You messed up that boy's money and y'all was sitting over there broke as Job's turkey. Now, come on and keep it real. Hey, G, darling. But yeah, I don't know. Robin got on my nerves with that one. I'm sorry, she did. So Karen was like, look, just trying to hit the girl to some game. Like, look, if this what you finna do, men do not always play fair during no divorce. Like, I understand what you're trying to do or whatever, but, take it easy. Get you some help. Right, Debbie. Robin full of it. LEL say Ashley should speak for herself about that 4-month situation. Interesting for her to think that just because she wasn't letting the slug in the gate for 4 months, he wouldn't find somebody else who would. But LEL, she wasn't speaking for him. She said they haven't had Mr. Nasty time. I didn't hear that girl say now time that Michael wasn't out there doing the hokey pokey with whoever. She said they have not had Mr. Nasty time for 4 months, and I believe her. Right, she kept one right in the house. Hell, at least Ashley trying to move somewhere else. Yes, Gaby, how you doing? Jake from State Farm. Y'all know that's who Robin looked like. Jake from State Farm. Hey, Glennis. She get on my nerves being phony. But anyway, so Karen was trying to tell her that. And so Ashley was like, well, I think we'll probably have an amicable divorce, but maybe as things go, if he get more real, then he might get mean or whatever like that. He could. You never know. Like, don't put nothing past a man like that to be like, oh, he wouldn't do this, he wouldn't do that. I mean, you know, y'all in a situation that y'all wasn't in before. And because you ain't never been in that situation with him, you really don't know how he's going to respond. You know what I'm saying? Deborah said Ashley knew exactly what she was doing when she had him sign the new prenup. No, she didn't, because they didn't go ahead with it. You must be in here the rest of the show. Ain't nothing in place. Ain't no new prenup. Ain't nothing in place. She had that first prenup, which was 5 years. She ran out at 5 years. She stayed with him for 8. There's no paperwork in place, meaning that she's entitled to half of what he has. Now, if his silly behind had went ahead and did the posting up, he could have protected himself a little bit better. But since he did not, he has no protection whatsoever. But we're going to talk about that a little later, because Ashley was dropping gems. And I'm going to tell y'all what I think about it once we get through this whole thing. And hopefully some of y'all will hit the StreamYard so I can hear what y'all think too. But y'all know sis be paying close attention. My eyes be glued to the screen and my ears do not come up for air. I be wanting to hear everything being said in detail. Okay? So anyway, after she had that to say, which that's true, Karen was letting them know that she want to do a spring party, talking about a spring in the spring party. And they like, oh, well, where's the invites? This ain't how you invite or whatever. And Karen was like, here's your verbal invite. I'm not sending out all that stuff. Ended up doing it anyway. Excuse me, y'all. Ended up doing it anyway. But at first I was like, finally, Karen, don't be giving them all them elaborate invites, because you're doing it trying to be neat and fun, and all they do is pick at you and talk about you behind your back for doing it. So she ended up singing it to them or whatever and inviting them to a spring party. So then, y'all, we moves on over to the Candace and Chris situation at the doctor's office. So this girl done decided she finna freeze some embryos. She don't just want eggs frozen. She want them eggs fertilized and frozen. So that way at any time, whether he there or not, she can drop them in her uterus and get her a baby. Did y'all catch that? Because they said something about freezing eggs, and Candace quickly corrected that and said freezing embryos. I said, oh, Chris, do you realize what's going to happen? This girl, to me, this says Candace is starting to think about her exit plan, her goddamn self, but she still want to make sure she can get them little babies from him. You know, if that, you know what I'm saying, in the event that he haul tail, she gonna already have the babies. She's not gonna have to go find nobody to sperm donate and fertilize no eggs. She want them eggs fertilized right now. And Miss Thing talking about she think her time running out. Candace ain't even that old, but whatever. But she say by the time she get around to it, she might not have but one egg left. Now, I don't know what y'all think, but I feel like that was like a knock at somebody. I don't know who it was, but I don't know. Now, I know she said she real busy these days, and the name drop made me kind of laugh a little bit, but it was all right. She said that she done opened up for SWV and Faith Evans, and she about to re-release her album, and she busy or whatever. I don't even know when she gonna get a chance to do it, but I guess once she finished pursuing her music situation. And the doctor was real, clear about the fact when it comes to them shots that she got to take to stimulate her eggs or whatever, her egg growth, stimulate them follicles, that they can't reschedule it. They have to do it. They have to be on time or whatever. And y'all, what got me was that them two went to bickering in front of the doctor. Like, we know that Candace is childish, But I be looking at Chris like, you must be the same age as her. Why did y'all think that it was cool, normal, or acceptable to sit up here and bicker in front of the doctor about his schedule? Okay, so I'm like, all right, what's going on with this boy's schedule? So she say right now he the general manager at the View at the Hotel Washington. Y'all, what's going on? Now, last time Chris supposed to been was working from home. He working from home. Yeah, it ain't about, I don't think it's so much about getting nothing from Chris. He is, and you heard what I just said. He works for somebody. He's a general manager at the View, which I'm assuming is an eatery at the Hotel Washington. Now, come on. It ain't about what she can get from him. It's about the fact that when we're gone, when me and you ain't me and you ain't no more. When we do get a divorce, I'm gonna get custody of them embryos, and I ain't gonna have to come to you and ask you to fertilize the goddamn thing. That's what that is, in my opinion. In my opinion. Yes, child, Fish Plate Boy done got a job, baby. He got him a job. Y'all can't call him Tommy from Martin no more. King St. Carr said she said there will not be a Mark Daly situation. Sure won't. Candace said she ain't finna go to no little island and fake a marriage and let somebody fertilize the egg for her to come back and argue over the particulars. She finna make you fertilize them bad boys right now. Now, he don't see the writing on the wall, but I do. I'm gonna mind my business, though. But she say he working over there and don't be coming home to 1 a.m. She ain't real comfortable with his working situation. And I'm sitting there like, girl, why your man automatically go to, something might be wrong? Your man has to work for a living. He has to punch a clock. You did not do what your mama did for you. Your mama set you up to win. And instead of you going and finding somebody that was actually from that was of your ilk and came from a similar background and had been set up to win like you were set up to win, you went and got somebody that got to punch a clock. So if his boss man, it don't matter if he the general manager, he still got a boss. And if his boss man say he can't leave at 1 a.m, Candace, he can't leave at 1 a.m. You should have married better, baby. Y'all hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. See, this is what make me look at Candace like you a real dunce. Like you need the whole pointy cap. You need the whole pointy cap. Like at this point, I don't believe Chris tricking on her. I don't believe none of that going on. I believe that she just don't know how to feel because he got to punch a clock and she working for Bravo. Now that's what I think is going on right here. Okay, she living dreams and fantasies and making music that nobody probably ain't even gonna buy. Okay, hey D Marie. And she mad because that boy is working a regular job and clocking out. He ain't tricking, he working for a change. But that lets me know he ain't been working. That let me know he ain't been working because she don't even know how to act when he got a job. Po Candace. So anyway, they talking in the car about she say his work-life balance or whatever. He say he working on it. And she talking about it, make her wonder how they gonna raise churn because of his schedule and this and that. Girl, you don't even know how long he gonna have this job. He didn't keep the last job. He might be unemployed and right back at the house with you again. Give it time. Stop being so dramatic. And then he up there cussing and stuff. And child, she talking about something. You gonna stop cussing at me. And then she cussed at him. So she says she want consistency. I don't know how much more consistency you want. If his paycheck come home consistently, that's your consistency. I don't know. But Candace and Chris, I think this about to be a real bumpy little season for them. DH say Chris is broke and got 2 other children. What does she expect to get from? I just told you. She wants them fertilized embryos. She wants children without having to pull a Kenya Moore. That's what she wants. Because when she said by the time I get ready, I won't have no eggs left, I felt like I knew who she was talking about. He say he got bass in his voice toward Candace. She better watch out. He got a job now. She can't talk to him like she used to. But y'all remember last season, he had bass in his voice with no money, talking crap and getting up, walking out of restaurants and leaving her sitting there. So he got what he got is the audacity, because he'll talk back and cuss at her talking about he the husbander. So we know he gonna talk trash when he got him a little job. He got him a little 9 to 5. Oh, it's 3 children. Okay. Well, that's all right, because Candace gonna get as many as she want to. And there you go. So then we get to Robin and Charisse, y'all. This right here, Robin's so full of crap, y'all. So they sitting up there, Charisse talking about, Oh, at least you change your hair when you get bored. She go get new breasts when she get bored. And I'm sitting there like, now, Charisse, out of everything going on with you and how you look, the only thing your mind told you about was titties. You know, I stopped right there. I didn't even let my mind go no further, but I say, what in the hell are you talking about? You say, what happened to the ownership of the restaurant? He didn't own that restaurant. He was working there. They lied. He never owned that restaurant. Hey, with the Lays. I'm just saying the fact that Charisse said that and sitting up there grinning like that was normal time. I don't even think they have a letter now. I'm sitting there like, out of everything you could have paid for, out of everything you could have got done, you up here telling people that you bought titties? All right, I'll bite. Erica said, why is Charisse back? Why I would rather have Katie or Monique back, not Mrs. Messy and stuck up. Okay, Robin Shade to Karen, Charisse should have been a grand dame. That's what I said. It was too much. And she always looks a hot mess, DH. I've never seen her when she didn't. So she's sitting there talking about that her and Giselle met through Charisse, and her husband was the coach for the Wizards, and Juan was playing for the Wizards, and that's how they met. And Charisse should have been the grand dame. That should have been Charisse's title. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You're not grand. You're just there. That girl is like a coat rack or umbrella stand. Like, girl, ain't nothing grand about you. Nothing. It don't matter if you sit up there and brag about buying 17,000 breast jobs. There's nothing grand about you. Sorry, not sorry. No. Just no. Nobody cared for her the first time. The second time, either. Debbie said, I'm wondering the same thing. Why bring her back? She begged long enough. That girl kept going to events. They wouldn't even mic her up, wouldn't even let her get on camera. She has begged and pleaded for the longest to get back on this show. L say Charisse resembles a freshly baked Costco rotisserie to me. Oh my. Hey, stylish look. Say Charisse has always been funny looking as hell. She could sit up there and literally show her face and say nothing. Stand-up comedy, 1 hour at least. Like, there's nothing grand or attractive about that lady. I'm sorry. Y'all know I can usually find something on anybody and be like, well, that's nice, but no. Thank you. If you bored, listen, go further north. Leave your chest alone. Go up. With the lady say, what makes Charisse at least a great housewife? I mean, who is she? Child, her husband was the coach for the Washington Wizards. Was is the operative word, because that man ain't with her. He didn't even, when she first came on the show, he wasn't even living with her. He was living somewhere else. And I think the whole world knew he didn't want her from then. Right. No personality. That's why she's no grand dame. Thank you. Thank you. Simple. Right. She been begging to be on that show for years. It's pitiful. She ain't even got no shame. How you going to be the grand dame? L say, but I agree with her when she called Robin out about the prenup. Like, ma'am, you lost all that man's money. You owe him half and more. Right. I couldn't get over that either, but she meant that. She meant that. But only people she brought together was Robin and Giselle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't no great feat. I wouldn't even want my name associated with that. Gabe say Charisse was the one to bring back. Katie is more interesting. I guess you mean wasn't. Jackie say, weren't they separated when they first came on the show? No, she was pretending they were still married and he lived in another city because he was working with the team, but he didn't never come see her. She wasn't never going to him. It was just a mess. They may as well have been separated, but that's not what she was pretending, you know? So then Charisse talking about, you know, she ain't got no love life. She done dated 2.5 people since she been single. And that man divorced her a long goddamn time ago. So I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. But, you know, here we are. Here we are. Right. The show got real interesting once she was gone. The show is always interesting when she's not there. Very boring. So anyway, she said she dated 2.5 people, but basically 2. And it's one of them that'll go around there and turn some wrenches and tighten her up every now and then. And then she finally said something interesting because she asked about a wedding date for Robin and Juan. At the end of the day, hey, just Cass. And so at the end of the day, what it come down to is, I want to know, the whole world wants to know, are you ever gonna do it? Because we really don't believe you at this point. And so she let her know, ain't no date, they ain't got no plans, they ain't got no date. She said she want a prenup, and she was in the confessional talking about that, you know, when they asked her, do you even want to be married at this point? And she was like, well, I know we should be married. And you know, girl, please, you doing all that, well, we should be married and him and hawing, because you know deep down that man do not want to marry you. The only thing that it would benefit him to marry you would be to try to recoup some of his money that you done messed off. Straight up. Stylish look say right. That's why Juan almost told Robin's tea when they was doing counseling. Allegedly, Robin gave Juan's teammate all their money for investing while sleeping with him. He's the one that died. See there? But that's the whole thing. She need to get that man his money back. Hey, Miss Gardner. But the problem is she might not have enough to pay him back. Hey, DS, because she messed up all that boy's money. Cheryl said even the producer asked. But listen, all that hemming and hawing, and I don't know if I really want to be y'all. That is a front. That is a big front for the fact that I think Robin knows that man really don't want to marry her. I said that last season. I'm saying it this season. I feel like that man do not want to marry her, and so she's trying to front it off. Now, that's truly what I believe. She's trying to front it off, period, because she know he don't want to marry her. And now she talking about a prenup. I'm going to say this. While I do agree in most cases, get your prenup because you don't let no man take your money, in a situation like that, she got a whole lot of nerve. She got a whole lot of nerve, honey. And so she, you know, she was like, I feel like just because you make less money, you don't deserve half. And she was like, you know, when he was in the NBA or whatever, and I was home, like, I didn't feel like I deserved half. You only said that because by the time y'all got divorced, you had messed up all that boy money. It wasn't no half to take. You know what I'm saying? But her and Giselle is the same person. They so slimy. Thank you. Michael Darby did say that. Sure did. Catherine say Juan gonna be waiting, not unless he took his off the top. Nah, he don't have a way to take his off the top. You say what happened to the baseball caps? I don't know, but I feel like she owe that man his money and she need to give him his money back. Period. Slimy. Say it's a front. I believe Juan is just there for the boys and to recoup his losses. Exactly, as he should be. Say then she had the audacity to kind of boast about being the breadwinner. Yeah, that's what she said. I'm the breadwinner. He wouldn't need you to win no bread if you hadn't messed his bread up. Robin want a prenup because of what she did to him. Shanna, you might be right. How you doing, girl? So she threw that in there. And so Charisse was like, so you didn't think I deserved half? No, you didn't. I'm like, wow. Whatever. She got it. Too bad. So sad. And so she was like, so you feel like Juan deserved half of my money? And Charisse was like, yeah, he does. You know, she kind of had to say that, you know, I guess in the context of that conversation. So then after that, you know, it's almost like Robin felt forced to talk about her business because Charisse put her on the spot. And then she did a quick pivot. If y'all notice, she did a real quick little horse trot over the Ashley business. I'm talking about Ashley business with Charisse. And I'm just like, you way out of line for that, but whatever. And then went to talking about the girl being on TikTok. I'm like, y'all really bothered by Ashley being on TikTok. What is Ashley's TikTok doing to these old, miserable, bloated heifers? What is really going on? If that girl want to get up there and dance around real stiff and strange in front of the camera, let her do it. Why are you worrying about it? Say Juan should be the main one pimping them lame caps to get his. No, he should let her pimp him and get his. Because at the end of the day, she didn't help him dribble, pass, shoot, guard, rebound, nothing. And she the one messed up that money. So he don't need to help her make that money. But she sure need to pay that man back. She need to pay that man back. That was some dirty bull crap. So anyway, y'all, then we moves on to Mia's party. Now, this got interesting to me too. Can we talk about this for a minute? So they get to Mia's party, and she talking with her mama. Now, y'all, I just don't, I told y'all last season, I just don't like the way Mia talked to her mama. I don't. And she wasn't blatantly disrespectful or anything like that. But the fact that your mama had to ask you what was going on with you with a camera there at a party disturbed me. All this going on with you, ma'am. Why in the world would you not have called your mama as soon as you knew what was going on and say, mama, this what them people saying. Mama, this what's going on. Mama, I'm going to get some biopsies or whatever. They say they're going to know X, Y, and Z. Why would your mama have to wait till cameras is around at a party to ask you what's going on? This the type of stuff make me not like Mia. For real. I didn't like that. Because I am not finna get emotional up in here, but it's a whole lot of us wish we could call our mamas and tell our mamas what's going on with us. Yeah, I don't like it. I didn't like that. And then even at that, when she was talking to her mama, y'all, it felt real guarded. Like, well, I don't really want to put you in too much of my business. Like, hell, for that's your mama. You know what I'm saying? I really can't dig her. I can't dig her the way she handled her mama, for real. That bothered me so bad. And she was like, some lumps came up in my body and they did a biopsy. I got a couple of stitches or whatever. And, it is what it is. And I just didn't like it, y'all. That rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me completely the wrong way. Evolution say it's giving too many lies. Mia seemed to forgot how to lie. Well, she wasn't good at it when we first met her. Using her for a storyline again, I believe it. But I just didn't like that. And I'm thinking for her mom, that had to be embarrassing. This is my only chance to talk to you. So let me ask you now. You got cameras around, so maybe now you'll let me know what's going on with you. That was some dirty bull crap, y'all. I'm sorry. That bothered me so bad. So bad. That was so foul. Yep, Mia's foul. I noticed her using her mother as a storyline last season. Exactly. Like she want to humiliate and drag this lady and act like she's such a problem. And then you got something this serious going on. Because I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. You had something this serious going on or the potential for something to be that serious. And your mama didn't know what was happening with you. Your mama had to wait to catch you at a party in front of a camera. Yeah, Mia dirty. Mia is dirty. I can't. You said kind of like Black China way. Now, that's different because Tokyo Tony is a different type of lady now. Tokyo Tony is a different kind of lady. I'm not going to do Black China like that with Tokyo because Tokyo Tony is something else. That lady, child. Ooh, wait, I'm trying to keep up. Jackie say, remember when her mama first came on the show, she was mean to her mama then. Mia need to remember what she's done too, if you know what I mean. I don't know, but she just wrong. He said, why would Mia and Gordon pay 10 grand a month to rent? You might as well buy at that point, and putting $65K into a rental is not a flex. But a lot of rich people rent, so I ain't got nothing to say about that. Them people is out of my tax bracket, so I can't talk about what they do. I don't have 10 grand a month to pay for nothing. So it's a hell of a flex to me. It's people that pay rent that's more than that in New York City and different places like that. So I don't know. That's way outside of my scope of conversation, what they spending. Live Your Life say sometimes the producers force them to shoot a scene for cameras. Maybe she told her prior and had that fake conversation for the show. It didn't look that way to me. And it could be anything's possible, but it didn't look that way to me. I don't know why they paying that. You got to ask somebody who got $10,000 a month to pay. I don't have it, so I can't tell you why they're doing it. That sounds like rich people problems. Hey, Yvonne Jacobs. Oh, okay. Queen Mermaid said, yeah, Mia claimed last year she wanted a closer bond with her mama. Right. That's my point. How you gonna claim you want a closer bond with your mama, then you got a whole health scare and she don't know nothing? So y'all basically saying what I'm saying. Y'all saying what I'm saying. So anyway, you say the coins are shady. Mia and the husband are keeping up with the Joneses. If they got $10,000 a month to pay, they got some coins and they don't look shady. If that's shady, let Father God allow the shade to fall on me. Please shade me, Jesus, because I need that kind of shade. Let me just be very clear. If that is shade, I would like some. If anybody can arrange it for me. I'm just saying. Anybody. I'm not picky. Mia will be exposed at the reunion. I don't know what they're going to expose her with, but we'll see, child. This season is already giving me what I need. That's all I know. But that's a sincere prayer. If 10 racks a month and you can pay it, it's shade. Father, shade me. Shade me, God. I'm telling you. But anyway, y'all agree with me on that prayer. Agree with me, okay? Let's fast till noon tomorrow that I get 10 racks a month in shade. Please, okay? I want it. Say what I think about her saying they broke, how they gonna pay for the 10 racks a month. She didn't say they was broke. She said that the husband's brother stole all their businesses, stole everything they had over there. So I don't know that means broke. And we don't even know all the situation yet with that. Stealing a business don't mean they stole everything out their bank account. Live Your Life say, why did they have to zoom in on her mom's hand shaking from nerves? I don't know. Y'all know production is shady. She locked out of the business accounts. Come on, y'all. Keep up now. That's what I'm talking about, Keisha. Shade me. Oh, God, shade me. Delicia said Mia put her business on social media, but cannot tell her mother her business. Hey, that's why I say I'm not finna go there because I don't want to be emotional. But I just thought that was real slimy. Thank you. Way outside my tax bracket. Listen, to me, ain't nothing funnier than people who ain't got it calling somebody poor when they can pay stuff like that. No, man. If they poor, their version of poor ain't the same as mine. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say because that's outside of my tax bracket. Okay. Thank you, Debbie Garcia, for the super chat. She said help to shade you. That's what I'm talking about. Now that's what family do. If you gonna shade the shade, yes, help with the shade. Lord, send some more shade. I need some more shade right now. Cheryl say, me too. Fall on me. One of my co-workers hit a scratch off twice for $1 million each within 2 years. Shade me, please. Yes. Oh Lord, I'm praying for some shade. No, when I'm gonna get my shade? One day, shade gonna come. I'm believing one day my shade coming. But anyway, so Karen went to talking about she went and had her breastises refreshed. She had some fat transferred and pushed up or whatever. I said, all right, go on, girl. Some fat deposits and stuff because she said she don't want them falling in her soup when she eat. And I understand her because my girls is all right. But the minute they start heading south, somebody gonna have to come through with something. Ray talking about he concerned with the little vanity stuff. He ain't real crazy about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm with Uncle Ray to a certain degree. I'm with Uncle Ray to a certain degree. Say $120K a year to rent. Yeah, come on. Them people got money for sure, for sure. I know I ain't got it. I wish I did, though. So they'll be in court soon to get all their shade back. That's what I'm thinking. They're gonna end up going to court with their family, getting their stuff back, and then they're gonna talk about them because they ain't gonna want to do nothing for them no more. Mia can tell her business on social media, but can't tell her mama. Yeah, we know. That's right, Debbie. Let the shade fall. Yes, God. I want it. I forgot which sister called it shade, but I sure want some. But anyway, so they did that or whatever. Mia's mama was wearing some Ladon perfume. Mia did the monkey voice. I don't know why they did the monkey voice. I think that was one of her relatives that was telling Karen that Mia used to be funny. She used to do the monkey voice. Mia actually did that, actually screeched like a monkey. And I don't know, somehow it looked natural coming out of her mouth. Don't ask me why, but her shrieking like a monkey, it looked real natural on her. It looked natural. Oh Lord, Deborah Randall, thank you so much for the super sticker, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Debbie Garcia, thank you so much for the super chat. Say, sew it into your shade so I can have some shade. I know that's right. Thank you, Deborah Randall. Deborah Randall say more shade. That's what I'm talking about. Sew into the shade, please. Oh, let's all agree together on this shade. Let's agree. But yeah, the monkey voice was real natural on her. So, shout out to that. And then Karen pulled her to the side. Now, Karen pulled her to the side, y'all, like a real sister's supposed to do. Oh shoot. DH, thank you so much for the super chat. DH say more shade. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, yes. Say Ashley is young. That bothers them. It only bothers, you know what? Youth only bothers people who didn't do nothing with their youth. When you did what you were supposed to do when you was young, you ain't got time to be mad at nobody else for being there. Say, very true. They got a lot of money, but 120K a year is the waste on rent rather than equity is a little bothersome. It's only bothersome to those of us that ain't got it. It don't seem to bother them at all. And I want to get to that level where $120,000 don't bother me. Lord, let me get there. Just let me get there. Oh, let me get there. Just one day. I ain't even got to keep it. Just allow me to have that kind of money one time, just for like one day or 2 days. Give me 2 days. And that'll be great. But anyway, moving along, because I'm not that excited talking about people money that ain't mine, because me talking about their money ain't going to help me have it. Okay? So moving right along. Karen moves this girl, pulls her to the side, and she set her down like a real girlfriend supposed to do. She said, the only thing I'm going to ask you is, what do you need? Like, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? You're going through something. What can I do? And she was like, really? I don't need nothing. And they talked it out or whatever. She told her, you know, what was going on with her. And, you know, I felt like Karen was right. I like that Mia opened up and talked with her. But my mind still went back to, you weren't that open and warm with your own mama. But whatever, not my business. Not my business, but I ain't like it. And so Karen had told us, you know, like, hey, what you posted scared me, man. You know, I'm just glad you all right. And she said, you know, that, and basically trying to explain why she did it. And I think that she struggles to explain why she did that for the same reason that other people post all kind of crazy stuff on social media. I think most people that go and post their whole lives on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I don't even think they know why they do it. I don't even think they know why they do it. I think they just do it. And so she really didn't have a reason. And she's like, well, my friend told me to always be honest in your highlight reel. And she felt like her social media is her highlight reel and this and that. And I'm like, okay, that sounds superficial and stupid. Like, are you in high school? But again, I'm not going to judge her too harsh because a lot of people do it. They're going to post their food. They're going to post what they wear. If they go on a trip, they got to post where they at. If they break up with their boyfriend at 2 p.m., they got to post that all these niggas ain't ish. And then if they get back together at 5, me and Bay is together again. What's understood don't need to be explained. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I don't even think she really knew why she did it. But the cameras was there when she was talking to her mama, Queen Mermaid, while she wasn't open in. She was still acting nasty with her mama. Exposed as what? What are we going to expose her as? That's all I'm asking, Londa. You may be right, but I don't understand what they're going to expose her as. But I don't think, but for real though, Evolution, they don't know why they post that stuff. That's why you got the people, them old people making them Facebook songs. Y'all heard the Facebook song? You need to keep your business off of Facebook. They need to make one for Instagram too. That's the only thing went on here. Mia heard some stuff, got scared, jumped the gun, and ran to social media instead of doing like Karen said and running down on her knees to pray. That's all went on. Like, it really ain't that deep. That shouldn't even be no topic of conversation. But I think this should make everybody check themselves a little bit. Like, dang, do I do that? When stuff happened to me, do I run to Facebook and tell all my business? Or, you know, do I pray about it? Do I call close friends and we sit down and they, you know, try to give me their advice or give me support? Or do I just run to Instagram? Do I run to Twitter? Do I run to Facebook? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just real whack. Real whack. But anyway, so they talked about it. And so she let her know, like, hey, social media bring naysayers, especially in this little group we in or whatever like that. And Mia made it clear. She was like, I don't care what them hoes think. And there you go. And I don't like Mia, but I understood it. I respected that. Live Your Life say she's not smart. I would say that she posted it to add. I would say that I posted it to ask for a lot of prayers. Right. And you know what, Live Your Life? You probably would have posted it and asked for prayers. I've seen people post stuff and ask for prayers, so I can totally dig that. But I don't think Mia did it with any intent. I don't think she wanted prayers. I don't think she knew what she wanted. I think it was a knee-jerk reaction in the world now. The minute something happened, go to Facebook. Y'all, I was just at this restaurant and the waitress was rude. Why the hell do we need to know? We wasn't there. You ain't even invite us. Y'all, I'm at this game and this and that happened in the stands. Everything is on Facebook. I just got in a car accident on Facebook. How many of y'all know somebody who went to the hospital for little or nothing, but they made sure they posted a picture on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever with the picture of that little hospital bracelet and the IV in their hand? Like the hospital don't give everybody the IV as soon as they go to the emergency room. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all done seen that. Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody done posted from the hospital being all dramatic and it wasn't nothing going on. This is a common thing. I'm not going to say everybody do it, but I feel like that's a common sickness right now. And the fact that Giselle tried to make that into something lets me know how corny she is. Okay? Manemu. Pretty picture. Am I saying that right? Manemu? Right, but I agree. Right, what you said. Straight up. That's what they do. It's so corny. It's so corny. And they all do it. So my thing is like this here. When it come down to it, knock her for being corny. Knock her for being cliched. Knock her for all that. But stop all this. Oh, she got it. She ain't got it. She doing what all y'all be doing on social media. Putting your business out there. Jumping the gun. Don't even have your own story straight before you go telling people your business. That's all the hell went on. And I don't know why it was that deep. It wasn't. Hey, Emma. I'm just saying, y'all, am I tripping? Or is that really all this was? Right. It happens all the time. But if that's the case, then they all attention seekers. I think it's just a knee-jerk reaction. People have gotten in the habit of putting everything on there. Yvette say 1, yes. And when you ask if they're okay, they don't answer. They sure don't. Don't say nothing. Say the arm placed strategically on the forehead to show off the bracelet. Yes. Yes. I'm in the hospital. Oh, y'all pray for me. I'm in the hospital. And about 3-4 hours later, you see them at the mall. And sometimes they don't even be done cut the little hospital bracelet out. Ain't nothing wrong. Yep, they secretly all do it. Thank you. King Sankara say taking a picture of their car right after the accident. Thank you. It is the time that we live in. People do it just because. Thank you. They don't even think about it. It's like, oh, I got to make a post. Everything happened. I got to make a post. My kid just flunked 6th grade. He got to repeat. Let me make a post. I forgot to put on deodorant this morning. I got to make a post. Like it's at a certain point, it's just got to stop. It's got to stop. That should have been the conversation. Jackie say everything don't need to be put on Facebook, LOL, but you can't tell them that. You can't. You can't. Emma say your business is not everybody's business. You correct. Thank you. I done caught pure D hell, ain't told a soul. I was catching it and trying to find a way to throw it back without telling anybody what the hell went on. They too much with that. But anyway, then we get to Wendy meeting up with Peter Thomas. Now, this was interesting. See, Wendy asking to go broke. Y'all, Wendy's asking to go broke. Peter trying to help her. She's saying crazy stuff. So they go meet up or whatever. She wants to do a Nigerian lounge, which that's a real cool idea, you know. So she said they was somewhere. It was another lady named Wendy that they both know and that they met through her. And say she was talking about it, and Peter was like, hey, I'll go in it with you. No, ain't no thing. Because Peter know bars and lounges and restaurants and stuff. He understand that stuff. That's his strength right there. So anyway, this silly woman talking about, can we do like a library with Black authors and the kids can come in during the day? Peter had to tell her, like, girl, are you crazy? Grown people don't want to hang out where children at. Like, you ain't finna. Peter was like, you're not finna mess up my money. You out your mind, because Peter was like, look, I put up 80%, but it's going to actually be a lounge. You ain't finna make no goddamn library. And I don't blame Peter. If he got to put up 80% of $1.5 million, I wouldn't let her make it no library either. Are you crazy? That sounds like some psycho bull crap. A library / lounge? Who has a library lounge? Who does that? Gaby said, I got a friend on Snapchat that posts from the time she get out the bed till she goes to bed. It's very weird to know everything that happens in their household. That's crazy. Say the common one is pray. Please don't ask no questions. Yes. Cheryl, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, here's some more to add to your shade. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for adding to the shade. Thank you. Thank you. Erica said, avoid posting your personal problems on social media. Your personal problems require personal solutions, not social attention. That's true. As soon as we can get people to agree to it. LEL said, Wendy better not get that man no $300K. Her, Idris, and them cute babies going to be on the street. She better stop. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all say what you want to say. Peter's been successful. And furthermore, right, her ideas are goofy as hell. And I'm glad he checked her because that man can't lose 80% of 1.5 million. That's number one. Hey, Miss Mississippi. That's right. Right. Wendy sounded real stupid. Wasting that man time. He was sitting there like, why am I talking to her? So 80%, and he gave it to a blood raw, exactly what it is, exactly what her odds are, and that was it. That was it. Told her straight up, no, ma'am, no library, because he was like, it's gonna take 1.5 million. He already got, the letter from the people that are the letter of intent, the way he could build in a certain area, use a certain area. But he was like, it's gonna take 1.5 million. I'll put my money up. I'll do 80%. You can put in 20%, which would be 300 racks. He told her straight up and let her know to her face, it's going to take you 18 to 22 months to see a return. And she was like, I ain't going to see no money for 2 years. And you know what? I'm going to stop right there. This is what's so irritating. What's irritating when it comes to our folks is not understanding how businesses work. You absolutely do not go into business expecting to see a profit the next month. It does not work that way. You invest your money, you invest sweat equity, and if you put what you're supposed to put behind it, you will eventually see a profit, but not right away. And it was the realization on her face, like, girl, that, like, oh, I'm not going to see money right away. Right. 4 degrees, and you don't understand that businesses mean that you don't see profit. You're investing. The first couple of years is investing. You're going to be in the red for the first couple of years. You can forget about a profit, hun. And if you can't afford to do that, guess what that means? You can't afford to have a business. You can afford a side hustle, but you can't afford a business. Nisa said exactly. She might want to build a child care center rather than a bar and a restaurant. Right. And most restaurants fail. So if you even got a chance of winning, even if you win, you're not going to see your money for a couple of goddamn years, man. Bump that. All them degrees, no common sense. Say, I'm laying low now. I apologize by spilling my tea. Oh, no, darling. You ain't did nothing wrong. I'm just glad you back. Hey, Jay Della Ray. Yeah, Bubba Sparks was tripping. Bubba was tripping with the lady say she need a business degree. You gonna send her back to get another degree? You gonna make her juvenile again, huh? We going back to them 400 degrees. Auntie Eva say made me raise my eyebrows while she said her husband is in agreement with this. Well, he said he don't want nothing to do with it. Eddie say he ain't got time. Erica say, I'm proud of Peter. He has come a long way, honey. Yeah, and Peter didn't cut no corners. He gave it to her blood raw. Live your life, say it take 2 years to break even. You better say it again. But when people start saying all that goofy stuff, I'm like, okay, so just tell me without telling me that you ain't never ran a business and all you ever did and probably gonna ever do is work for somebody else. Cheryl say they want an instant return. Wake up from the pipe dreams and those Instagram propagandas. Yeah, because it don't work like that. People have business and sometimes be sleeping in the back of their own business in the office. Because them first couple years, you're not finna see not a darn 10, nothing. Gaby say most restaurants fail in the first year. That's true. That is the facts. Jackie say anyone who been in business knows that. Most tell you the first 5 years are the most important. You just work on getting through them first 2. Okay? LEL say the fact that Idris don't want any parts of this business venture should be red flag number 1 to Wendy. I really wish she would stick to the candles and books for just for now. But see, this is the thing. She want to get into it, And it's not a bad idea. It's just risky. Getting into businesses and not businesses, but restaurants and nightclubs is always risky because you cannot guarantee that you're gonna even survive it. Something could happen. It could be another pandemic. Think about how many restaurants, nightclubs, lounges closed down during the pandemic because you got social distancing and lockdowns and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? That's real stuff. That's real. So personally, I was real proud of Peter for giving it to her. So he told her straight out, look, it's gonna take you 2 years. You stand to earn back $8 million per year, but only 25% of that is gonna be profit, and your cut is 20% of that. So he gave it to her. He gave it to her blood raw, down to the smallest scintilla. So either she want to do it or she don't. Hey, Don D, say hey everyone. And with restaurants, they recommend the owner be there every day. She don't have that kind of time. She don't, and that's exactly why. That is exactly why he said 20% to you, because he know he gonna have to be the one there every day. It ain't gonna be her. It's never gonna be her. Live Your Life say it's just a storyline to introduce Patricia. I don't know that. I don't know that at all. But what I do know is that Wendy was very ignorant not to realize she wasn't gonna get her money back just because you put some money in right now. That's not how that works. Erica says she need to talk to the Darbys. They'll let her know it's hard work. Right, because they did open a restaurant and theirs didn't hold up. It's not easy. And if you know you don't have that kind of money to gamble with, don't gamble. Don't mess around and lose your husband trying to get into a business that you can't afford to be in. You can't. You just can't. Like, the only thing I could think of for her to do is maybe find somebody else to go in it with them and see if Peter work with them, and then she could do 150, they could do 150. But, to try to lower her upfront money and she could still get a piece. Something like that. But other than that, I don't know what else she could do. Candy R saying some are still closing or have not recovered from the carnival. Thank you. All kind of unexpected stuff be going on. So I wouldn't do it, but it's not a bad business because a lot of people do make money. But Peter was funny, told her, you better go home and try to convince your husband. You better put it on him. I said, have mercy, but good point. So then this scene right here, girl, y'all, listen, I'm talking about girl. I'm so used to gossiping with the girls. Can you tell? So listen, Ashley and them children went over there with her mama and her uncle where they could, hang out. And Ashley, I don't know if Ashley knew them people was about to light in about this money. Now, y'all know I mentioned this before. How they went straight to the juggler about this money. Okay. And so she went to talking about that she was looking for a house, and she can have them come over more when she get a house and this and that. And that kind of struck me because I'm like, okay, so when you was living with Michael, was it that Michael really didn't want them people in his house like that? Like, what are you really trying to tell us here? Girl, that's what I don't know. What happened to Wendy candles? Is Wendy still selling them candles, y'all? Is she? But she went to talking about she could have them over some more. And I'm like, okay, so was Michael telling you they couldn't come to his house, or you didn't invite them over as much because Michael was there? Was it because of it couldn't have been because of the size of the place. It had to be something else as to why. But then her mama asked about, do you have some kind of written agreement, or, I'm like, why are your kid is going through a divorce. Your mind then say, well, baby, did y'all try to work it out? Immediately to the written agreement, and can you get some money, and how much money you gonna get, and it was too much. And they went to asking about the prenup, and that's when she mapped it out and just said, hey, it was only for 5 years. I stayed with him for 8. Right now, I can get half of what he has. And the uncle, y'all, was tacky enough to ask how much money does Michael have. Like, why would she tell you that man's business? She don't even know for sure she gonna leave her man yet. Evolution say, let's get the candles going for real, then flip that investment. Right. I'm telling you. They went straight there. Sure, you ain't heard nothing else about them candles? Me either. So listen, then they was like, okay, so what you gonna do about this? And you need to get a lawyer. And what are you doing? Are you getting a divorce? Are you starting a business? And like they were getting really agitated. And I'm like, y'all getting real, y'all getting mighty mad by some money don't belong to you. Y'all getting mighty mad by some money that don't belong to you. Now, y'all plot twist. What if Ashley just telling us this to get through this season and she really not leaving that man at all? What if that's the real plot twist? And in the meanwhile, everybody is coming out exposing themselves, what they really been wanting to say about this man. And then when they get back together, that's going to be her storyline for next season. That y'all said all this stuff about my husband when you thought we was finna split up. Uh-oh, is this Bubblicious Janae? What's happening? She just said on Watch What Happens Lives, there's language in her prenup that's not favorable to her, which means she gonna stay planted there for an open marriage because he played her with the posting up. Oh, so he did go ahead and do the posting up. Okay. That's what's happening. How you been, Bubblicious Janae? Yeah, they was doing the most and it wasn't comfortable. It wasn't comfortable. And Bubblicious Janae, I'm going to say this. Just because she said it, I don't know that I believe that. I believe Ashley's playing a game, and she never had no intention on leaving that dude. This was going to be her storyline for this season. She was going to get everybody running their mouth and saying all kind of stuff. And then when she go back and be like, oh, we decided to work it out. Then, oh, but you said this and that about Michael, so he's not comfortable being around you. And you said that about Michael, so he's not comfortable being around you. Watch and see. Evolution say, I believe in a scene, but most stuff should be off camera. Yes, show should. That's what I think. I don't believe that posting up happened because, first of all, when she was talking there in the house with them people, she didn't even mention no posting up. That's why I'm saying I don't believe her. I don't believe her, y'all. I think Ashley fronting. I think Giselle might be right with her, like, girl, you lying. You ain't getting no divorce. You ain't doing nothing but lying. Okay? Say, yep, you're right. She plays games and he does too. He gonna always be comfortable around Juan though. Oh yeah, always that. Don D say, I too think it's a storyline talking about she was craving him. Yeah, now you know what? Don't you start with me, Don D, because that bothered me. Oh, that bothered my nerves. Catherine say, Wendy says she's still selling candles in her package. In her package? Oh Lord. I don't know about her. But anyway, get to Giselle, child. So Giselle up there talking about that her barn is coming along and somebody got to do the darn thing, and it may as well be Giselle. And I don't know when she gonna do the darn thing. I didn't see much. She up there getting ready for Karen's party, child. Had them poachering come in there to try to help her with them tragic clothes. And Karen did go ahead and send out invitations. I wish she wouldn't have. Karen be trying to make things nice, and all they do is complain and try to poke fun. I'm just not a fan of it. But she did the tacos and tequila spring kickoff party or whatever, and did this little poem, like basically telling them, come here and be nice. Don't be arguing and fussing and fighting. That's it. They all laughed, Kiki or whatever. Robin tried to eat one of the tacos, and Candace tried to knock it out of her hand. That was funny. With Giselle and her clothes, the children stopped her with that bright pink church dress and that red pantsuit. See, Giselle is in trouble. And what she put on wasn't that good, but it was show better than what she was trying to put on. So that was interesting. Lel says she deserved that man. It'll be a cold day in hell before I sit up there and admit that you say Satan couldn't burn that information out of you. Oh my God. Ashley say, listening on your way home. I know that's right. Be careful out there driving now. Don't be typing too much. Don D say, embarrassing to mess out them babies with her wardrobe. The baby say, I thought we got it together. That child say, Mama, I thought we upgraded the wardrobe. That thing was too funny to me. Erica West Living, thank you for the super chat. She said, I just subscribed to your channel, and I would say I really enjoyed myself. New favorite channel. Keep it up, girly. Well, I sure appreciate you. That was sweet. So anyway, listen. Oh my God. Catherine, what you say? Wait, let me get this. Watching Ashley now. And she says after 5 years, she can get half because the post-nup expires. That's not what she said. She said it expired in 5 years and I've been there for 8. That's what's clearly what she said. Run it back and play it again. That's what she said. She didn't even mention no post-nup. When she was talking to her uncle, she was like, well, there's no prenup. The prenup expired in 5 years and it's been 8 years and I could get half of his estate. Now, that's what that heifer said, and I heard her. And I wrote it down. She said that. And I don't forget stuff like that. If you say something, I know what you said now. I might not remember what I'm supposed to do at 2 o'clock tomorrow, but I know what's been said. That's what she said, and I wrote it down. But anyway, she sent the children out the room, and she on the phone with Robin. They talking about the invitation and the poem or whatever. And between the two of them, they like, we don't know what spring chic means. Baby, we know y'all don't know what spring chic means. Ain't nobody got to tell us you don't know what it means. Between the two of you, neither one of y'all can't dress. So anyway, time for Karen's party. Time for Karen's party. To me, this was it. This was it, y'all. This was it. So Karen goes there. She checking out her space. She got there early, honey. The grand dame says she turning 59. I got to be real. She looks absolutely gorgeous. The heifer look better than me. And I ain't nowhere near 59. She looks great. So she's showing off the cherry blossom cocktails, the decor and everything like that. And it started raining. She wanted like an open venue, but it started raining, so they had to shut the windows. Giselle shows up. Then Mia's friend Jackie shows up. Even though I found out today that even though that's that girlfriend, Mia is not slamming the hell out that girl on social media. So I guess we got to find out what pissed her off with her friend Jackie that she just not bringing on the show. So, you know, Karen and Giselle making small talk, talking about the children and empty nesting, and Giselle talking about she gonna get a boo, and you know, when the children leave and everything like that. Giselle say Ashley's lying. She don't believe her. I don't either. She running game, in my opinion. Karen think that, you know, Ashley just wanted a house. Like, this is her way to get a house, and that's what she doing. Ashley's getting that house because Michael decided to buy her that house. That's why it's in the LLC with both of their names, because them people is not getting divorced. The divine Miss M say Ashley to Andy, her post-nup has verbiage she didn't know about. That's what she said to Andy. I heard that, but I'm saying I don't believe her. I heard y'all that y'all say that she said that to Andy, and I'm saying to you out of my mouth, I don't believe her. Ashley lying because she didn't say it the first time, and now that she's saying it now, it's bull crap. If you wanted to mention a post-nup, when they asked you about a prenup, first thing would have came out your mouth was the post-nup. And the fact that you didn't, and you watched it play back, now you want to go back and revise your statement. You revising your statement because you know people going to figure out that you in here faking in front, and you is not getting no divorce, Ashley. You are lying. Ashley's lying. I'm sorry. I'm going to go on record with that one. You say I'm saying the same thing you saying, Seanitra. Yeah, she lying. That's all. Giselle right. Karen's friend Vivian is a gorgeous Nigerian designer. I want to see more of her. Yeah, we know about Vivian. Vivian was there. Right. Ashley has always tried that double talk like she did at this party when she showed up there and was talking with Karen and Giselle, talking about she never said divorce. And you know you did say divorce. That's what I'm saying. She be lying. Ashley makes me hate my own name. I believe Michael did something to shut her up. I just believe she lying. Evolution 101 say the venue was fab. Why is it such a struggle for the Atlanta girls to throw a party / dinner? Child, your lips to God's ears. I don't know. That's right. Hit that like button, please, y'all. Please, please, please. So she said she found a house out in Arlington. She mentioned that it was in the LLC. Blase, blase, blah. I liked that when she walked up, Karen told her to her face, girl, we was talking about you. That's how I do things. That's how I like things done. Period. If you talking about somebody and they walk up, girl, we was just talking about you. That way it don't never double back like, oh, you was talking about me behind my back. No, the hell we wasn't. You just hadn't got here yet. We was talking about you, and this is what we had to say. Want to hear it? Here it go. Okay. So then Ashley, that's when she told that lie about, oh no, we separated, not divorced. I said separated. I didn't say divorce. And production played it back where they was asking and trying to get to the point, and she absolutely did lead them women to believe. Now, she didn't actually say the words like that during the conversation at the picnic, but she very clearly alluded to they were getting a divorce because she was asked directly and she said yes. So she did say that, but she went back, took her words back, tried to spin it around. Oh no, it's just separation. Well, you got to be separated to get divorced. That ain't got nothing to do with the case. Are you getting a divorce or are you not? Ashley lies way too much. I can't with her. I'm sorry. I cannot. I will not with Ashley. It's just too much. So anyway, that's when Giselle was like, I don't believe you. You not finna get no house in the same name with no man you divorcing, and that's when she told Robin business. Talking about one name ain't on that house, and Karen say yet, but yet or ever, his name ain't on the house. Period, point blank. And Giselle just told her, you lying to me. So I don't, it's not her business, but she wasn't wrong for saying if that's how you feel, say it to her. Don't say it about her, say it to her. And I felt like it was a little bit of extra stank on it because I feel like Giselle is more or less disappointed because the girl ain't getting divorced. Like she wants that girl to be getting divorced so bad. And I just don't understand why. But other than it seems like maybe Giselle just hates marriage, maybe. That's possible, right? I don't know. But whatever the case may be, she was not happy to hear that this lady might not be getting a divorce. That's when she gonna drop the bomb talking about she woke up with a coochie craving for Michael. Y'all, it was at that moment that I wondered if the roof was tall enough for me to jump off of and end it all. What do you mean? Why would you say that? Now, we know that's your husband. Clearly, we know you laid up with him to make them children because they look like it. Okay? No shade, but real. We don't need to hear about that. You had a coochie craving. Oh, God. And then, Karen, them talking about you slept with him, and I'm looking at them crazy. That's still that woman husband, and she decided to sleep with him. That's her business. I just don't think none of us wanted to hear about that. I don't think so. I don't. You say your stomach curled, mine too. I just sat here at that point. I dropped my pen and my pad. I said, is it tall? Is the roof tall enough? If I jump from up there, can I get it done? Because it was just nasty. But that's still that woman husband until he ain't. If she want to sleep with him, she sleep with him. And Giselle talking about if you sleep with him, that means the separation starts over. Who gonna tell? You? Yes, way too much information. I was like, oh my God, why is this happening? Sweet Lord. And then she went ahead and said, I'm having second thoughts about it. The closer I get to moving out, I'm having second thoughts. And, it was at that moment, too, that I figured out that she's not getting no divorce. She's setting it up so she could say, well, I just decided to stay with him. That's what I think. Okay? Jackie say, the things that fall off their lips, oh my. Nieces say, I was cooking and had to stop. It was horrible. Your panties locked when she said, girl, how do your panties lock? I'm through with you. I'm through. And Karen was up there talking about now, you got your own coin now, but you can't get as much or as nice a house as you could get with his money. So do what you got to do for your children, Uncle Ray shows up, greeted everybody. Chris and Candace show up. He got on a pink suit. It looked like he already had a drink in his hand. Candace went to agreeing with Giselle and saying that something ain't right. And then called that girl her husband crusty, puss-filled, and grabby. A scholar showed up in a bright, warm pink Pepto type situation. And I'm sitting there like, girl, I thought this was the spring party, and she showed up in the autumn jewel tone pink. I was confused. I was so confused by it. But anyway, it was good to see a scholar. And then Wendy and Eddie showed up. Eddie got on pink. Wendy greeted everybody. Then when she greeted Giselle, now this is what got on my nerves. Well, no hugs. So my thing is like this. Once you said no hugs, no problem. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Like, girl, you said no hugs. She wasn't still trying to put her hands on you. Why you being so dramatic? Like you didn't go after that girl first before she read you for filth. Cheryl say, ew, I got the weirdest visual with these two on that. Girl, get off that visual before you have to put some bleach on your eyes. Don D said, we see Escalade, or do she have her name back there? I gave her name back. I gave it back to her. Evolution says she having a craving. She better call Tyrone because her husband loves threesomes. You right. Queen Me say Giselle is a would have slapped her if I was Wendy. Be we fighting? No, now. Yeah, a scholar was still there. She showed up to the party. She did. I wouldn't have slapped her, but I'd have let her know, girl, I was just being polite. It is not that deep. Ain't nobody dying to touch you at all. Nobody. Man, woman, or beast. Nobody. Don't get excited, honey. Don't do it. But yeah, she did all that extraness, and then like, oh, she's so fake. She done ran me and my family down for a whole year. Now she want to give me a hug. That girl ain't ran you and your family down for a whole year. It was about a year ago she told you about your behind because y'all sat up there talking about her, heckling her, running her down and trying to spread rumors about her husband that y'all know wasn't true. The exact same blog site that you said lied on you when it came to her husband. You wanted to put that on TV and try to spread it. And I wasn't mad at Wendy for handling you on the spot like she did. You got what you was looking for. Just trifling. But either way, you know, not my business. Let me go ahead and put the StreamYard in the chat. So that way anybody who want to talk can go ahead and say what they need to say. Because this thing about finished as far as what went on. So anyway, that happened or whatever. She went on about her business, you know, being a victim. And then Mia and G showed up. Okay. And then I saw Riley was there too. So shout out to Riley. I like Riley. But anyway, when Mia shows up, she greets them. First thing out Giselle mouth is some old disrespectful stuff. Some old disrespectful stuff. For no reason whatsoever. Oh, is this what cancer, no cancer looks like? What the hell do you mean? Is this what cancer, no cancer looks like? That you like, you know what I'm saying? Just bluntly disrespectful. And so she was like, you know, when you put that post up, it to me, it seemed like it was very, very look at me. And I didn't think you was that girl that you needed attention. And Robin walked up, was like, oh, y'all look serious or whatever. And then that's when Giselle tried to lie on Auntie Karen, talking about hold on. Lying on Karen, trying to say, oh, Karen agreed with us. Karen don't jump on bandwagons with y'all like that. That's why I was so surprised and disappointed when she jumped on that bandwagon with them on Candace. I really didn't like that. Whether I like Candace or not, that didn't look good because you knew what they was doing to that girl wasn't right. Regardless, you shouldn't have took part in it. But that's neither here nor there, right? So anyway, she went on, and I didn't think you was that girl, and she tried to lie on Karen. Karen straightened it out, and she was like, no, I did not. I said she was different. You know, what she did was different, and I needed clarification, and that I would not have necessarily gone to social media. That's what I said, and that is literally what she said. And actually, Karen was nice because she left out the fact that she told Giselle she was being judgy. Okay? Lel say Giselle shocked me with that one. If Mia slapped her, oh, I wouldn't have been shocked. No, it wasn't no need to slap. Keep your hands to yourself. Now, if somebody touch you, then touch them hoes back. But if don't nobody touch you, keep your hands to yourself because everybody's grown. Everybody has a mouth. If you say something, I can say something to you. Now, my only thing is if you shoot your mouth off at me, do not cry when I shoot mine right back off at you. That's all I'm saying. Oh, shoot, there go my nephew.
What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much. Is my sound okay?
Yep, you sound just fine. And then get this. And then Mia gave her the right one. She was like, she explained what happened to her and was like, look, I was going through this. I had got this call, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, and if that's how you feel, and hit her with the F-U. And y'all, I don't know. And while I don't carry myself like that anymore, I understood. I absolutely agreed with that message. That was the right thing to tell her. Y'all, please hit that like button. Come on, we down about 40. It's about 40 people sitting up in here chilling with us doing this review, and y'all ain't hitting that like button. I keep begging y'all, when y'all listen to black content creators, please hit the like button. That like button don't cost you nothing, but it matters in the algorithm. Y'all know how they do black folks on this app. Please, please, please hit the like button. Ashley, I do think it's gonna be a good season, for real. Hey, God's anointed daughter, you ain't get your notification? I ain't surprised. That's why I'm begging people to hit the like button, so that way you know they don't do us like that. You know.
Right.
But now, tell me what you thought about it. Which scene jumped out at you? Which scene shouldn't have never happened? Who need to shut up? Who need to say something other else? What else?
Well, even though we know she's not going to, Giselle definitely needs to either shut up or find her some life to have so that we can talk about that.
Yeah, I agree.
The parts that really interested me was Wendy sitting there talking about talking to Peter. You know, I was with her, and I liked the way Peter broke it down and explained to her business. And this is the second time we've caught Wendy wanting to step into business. You remember last year
with them candles.
With the candles, she wasn't well prepared, and Karen had to give her some advice. I wasn't so much interested in it until she decided she wanted to have a children's library in the lounge.
Thank you. It's almost like, girl, you don't want no lounge. You want to be a librarian. Like,
yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, but see, I believe that's still, you know, because Wendy is, and I never knock her for it. She's an educated Nigerian woman with her 4 degrees, and I think that's that, you know, before she got in front of these cameras, you know, I believe education was central in her life. And I think that's, you know, that personality that I do think she's putting on for these cameras just a little bit is bumping heads with that actual Wendy. So, you know, she wants to be the cool girl, but she's not. She knows she ain't cool
like that.
Right. So you want to have mama in there getting tipsy and the baby back there reading Dr. Seuss.
God dang. Did you say the mama getting tipsy and the baby reading Dr. Seuss? I'm done.
Reading Dr. Seuss.
I'm so through with my life. Say her mama was talking about them candles. Yeah, we was like, candles? Ma'am. Queen Me say Giselle always in somebody else's business because she ain't got a man or a storyline in the shows. My thing is, with that, if you don't want to date, don't date. Like, ain't no law say a woman got to date. You ain't got to date nobody if you don't want to. But god dang, get a hobby. Take up quilting. Go skydiving. You know, go scuba diving. Go do something. Like, get you something going on so you can say, girl, guess what happened to me the other day? Because I just need Giselle to say that one time. The whole time she been on this show, I have never heard her say, girl, let me tell you what happened over at my house. Not once. That's the problem I got with it. Right there. That's where she lost me.
You know what I just realized tonight? Her and Kenya both shine in one area on their respective shows when they're with their children. Because I love to see Giselle and her kids.
Because that's actually like her life.
Right.
And not her poking into other people's lives. Niecy talking about she want a drunk Starbucks. Yep, that's what she looking for. Miss Mississippi say, that's how I was raised by my grandparents. I drank my Shirley Temples and do my homework while my grandparents worked and played at the bar. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But that was you working, you know, doing your homework while they was working at the bar. This crazy girl want to open up a library in the bar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dora say, mom tippies and daughter reading Dr. Seuss. Yep, that's what they say. 15 with candles sound a fire alarm. So she wants you to burn your house down, get drunk, and hand your kids a book. That's what she got working.
Oh, that's the plan, Auntie. You go over to have the kids real educated so they can have their 4 degrees and they can bring you on reality TV like Mia doing her mama and say, well, my mama was in the lounge getting drunk and just dropped me off in the back room to read the books.
Ooh. I'm just glad Peter told her, man, grown people do not want to hang out where you got children reading. Like, we don't want no children around. The people coming to get drunk to escape their children. I've been saying for years, children are terrorists. They trying to run from them creatures. They're not trying to come nowhere where you got more of them.
That's why half of them coming there to get a little buzz
Thank
on.
you. Thank you.
And you got the kids in line next to the bar. They're picking up their favorite Lunchable.
Well, she did say during the day. During the day, we got kids, and at night, first of all, children stink too. Let's be clear. Kids is stinking. So then the bar not even gonna smell nice because you're gonna smell gym shoes and all type of stuff. And then at night, grown people supposed to come in and drink while smelling the behinds of sweaty children. No.
But Auntie, that don't even sound right. Boys and Girls Club by day and lounge by night.
Right. No.
Wendy says she's trying to get that money best way she can. I bet your kid got to pay a high penny to come in there and read a book.
Yeah, she crazy as hell. I'm just glad Peter gave it to her straight.
Educated fool.
Yeah, educated fool. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going to be funny. Now, y'all follow me on this one. If Peter go ahead and open up that lounge without her because she ain't got the money to do it, she going to be mad with him, but she ain't going to have no reason to be mad with him because you shouldn't have been sharing your ideas out in the public.
Right.
If that man go open up that lounge and take that idea and run with it, because she ain't got the money to go in, that's going to be the next scandal. Peter Thomas stole my idea.
That'll be her next storyline.
It say Peter used this scene with Wendy to get a real investor. He advertised his next project well. I don't know that. Because Peter couldn't use it. This was Wendy's scene. She the one on cast.
Right.
She the one took her behind over there. And at the end of the day, it looked like Peter can, if Peter can pull 80% and say, I got it, I'm thinking he could probably pay the rest of it too. Straight up.
Well, it looked like Peter gonna have a couple of, he's gonna have at least multiple scenes, at least 2, because we see him at his restaurant in the trailer.
Right.
So it looked like he might be integrated in Wendy's storyline a little. You know, the buzz was Giselle, but they dispelled that early on. So it looks like
I don't know that because the next scene they was asking him about was he hunching Giselle, and she said no, and Peter was like, on that note, I'm finna go.
But I don't believe nobody hunching Giselle. That's why she's so angry and bitter towards people who are in relationships.
I understand that, but I'm telling you that next scene was about Giselle. It ain't had nothing to do with Wendy. Because they was asking about him and Giselle's pocketbook. Now, that's what they wanted to know about. Had he been in Giselle's pocketbook? Now, Giselle said he was not in her pocketbook, and Peter took off running. Peter ain't even want to discuss Giselle's pocketbook. So, I don't know what's the truth. You know, we can assume that that's what it ain't nothing went on. I don't know.
Isn't it sad when you see beautiful women who just, because you know, if beauty is all that matters, Giselle shouldn't be as miserable and as bitter and as mean-spirited as she is.
Yeah, this life does require more than beauty. It does. It does require more than that. And you ain't even got to be beautiful to be happy. You just have to have a desire to be happy. It don't take no man. It don't take no money. You could be living check to check and you know, not have that much hair, not have the best skin. You know, you might not even have no children, but if you make a decision to be happy, you're gonna be happy. Happiness is a choice. Queen Me say Peter ain't take her serious because he never took his glasses off. Sure didn't now. Sure didn't. Evelyn say I think it would work if she want to open a local family-friendly pub. I've been to ones. I mean, she could do that, but that ain't what she wants. She wants a Nigerian lounge, and that ain't family friendly. Ashley say Peter just found another dummy housewife to mooch off of. Who? Cause Wendy married and Giselle ain't got nothing but the barn.
And from the look on Wendy's face when he told her it was going to take her 2 years to see her money, I don't believe he mooching nothing off of Wendy.
Yeah, he ain't mooching. He telling them blood raw what it'll cost to go in business.
Right.
Queen Mermaid said allegedly Giselle got the ooh.
Oh,
Let me stop that. I'm not finna say that, but that's what Karen had put out there. Karen said she was just joking. Karen said she was just joking now. Ashley said before there was Todd and Chris, there was Peter. Yeah, before a lot of them, there was Peter.
Only difference is Peter was likable.
Peter was likable. Peter's still likable. Peter's still likable. And it's just funny how people will pick up like a whole how do I want to put it? A narrative and run with it with no proof. Everybody done call this man every kind of crook scammer in the book, and I have never really heard of him scamming anybody. That's why y'all don't catch me say nothing out the way about Peter Thomas. I've never heard of him doing anything. So I'm not gonna be the one to say it. Let me just say that. Anybody else can say what they want to say. Seanitra ain't finna say nothing. Because only thing I want to know is what moisturizer does he use? Because that Negro skin tone is way too even. Like it's real even. Like he get a spray tan or something. It's real smooth.
Yes.
He LEL say family friendly Nigerian lounge. Good luck. Right. Them kids are gonna need more than books to get over what they'll see go down in that lounge. Okay. Evelyn say why she want to partner with Peter. Did he pay Cynthia back her money after the lawsuit? Well, if we ain't heard nothing else about it, I'm assuming Cynthia got her money because I know he said he was gonna pay her, and he was on another site saying he was gonna show the proof of the payment. Now I don't be on that site, but that's what he said. So I don't know. Cynthia ain't said nothing else, so chances are she must be got her money.
That's been a little minute, ain't it?
Yeah, that's been a minute. Cynthia ain't mentioned that money no more, so she must got it. I mean, again, outside of my tax bracket, but I ain't heard her mention it no more. You say Peter, that girl, aka Patricia. If he's that girl, he must be a lesbian. He laying up with a bunch of women, but that's what they saying about him down there in Miami. Now I don't know this, but that's what they talking. They talking about him bad down there in Miami. I'm just saying.
Until you say
he must be a lesbian,
a strong lesbian.
Yes, sir. Good boy calls them bulldaggers, but I'm just saying, if he's a woman. He's part of the LGBTQIA because he sure is running through them girls down there. He's a track star.
Yeah, and there's no evidence.
Huh?
I say yeah, and there's no evidence of the G or the B. He's fully L.
He's a L. He's a lesbian. I'm just saying. Yvette say maybe Giselle will go in business with Peter instead. Now you know if Wendy ain't got 300 racks, where Giselle gonna get them?
$300.
Now I believe she got $300. She done spent at least $300, in her house.
Over time, yes. But you know what? It's again. Now all these, I never knock them for the money because I tell the truth. All of them got something on me when it comes to money. Even Robin.
Yep. Now when Robin first started on this show, she didn't. But Bravo done been paying her. She doing her thing. Now, Yvette say Peter's skin always smooth. It is. That's why, I had occasion to ask him what he put on his skin, and the Negro wouldn't tell me. So if I was going to beef with him, I would beef with him over that because I felt like, I'm not competing with you. The girls are saying that you was a lesbian, but I don't go with women. I like men's. So I don't see how I would be competition. I don't know why he wouldn't tell me what he used. But if I was going to beef with Peter, it would be over that. Like, why you hate him? Why I can't know what you use? I'm for real. I asked him straight up, like, what do you use? I asked the question, and the Negro wouldn't tell me. Talking about, I just use soap and water, and I was polite, but he a soap and water lie. You using something because his skin is fabulous. Yvette say, well, she clearly don't spend it on clothes or wigs. Now that's true. That's true. LEL say Giselle gonna try to convince Peter to build a lounge in the back of her Pizza Hut. Peter won't do business with her. Y'all silly. So let me ask you this: how did you survive hearing about Ashley? I hate to even ask you about this, nephew. With her talking about how do I say this and be responsible? How did you react to Ashley saying that she was tempted to go and lay up with her husband?
To quote Nicki Minaj from the reunion last year, what are you attracted to? I'm trying to
Oh,
see. I'm trying to see what is the, because usually when you tempted, it's by something enticing,
right. Like, did she see him laying over there and his bones moving ever so gingerly underneath his thin skin, and something ignited a fire within her? Like, I don't know what did it, but I just, oh, God in
She
heaven.
must be a Lord of the Rings fan.
Got to. Straight Smeagol. Straight Smeagol.
I can hear him now in
Ah,
the bedroom. Yeah,
precious.
I can hear him in the bed. They probably acted out in the bedroom.
Oh God. I don't want to think about that. I should
I done t-
wrong
I-
road. I shouldn't even ask that question.
the Lord
Oh
was
my
the
God.
Lord was trying to stop you when you were trying to formulate the.
You're right. You're right. You're right. And I fought through it. I fought through it, and I should have let it go.
Karen done told y'all to not only listen to the Lord but speak to him.
Speak. Yes. Oh. Okay. So now let me ask you this. What was your opinion of Robin talking about she don't want Juan to get his money back? Because that's all I heard. She talking
Listen,
about I don't want him to get half. I think she's scared that he gonna be able to get his money back.
you ain't read my comment because it was kind of inappropriate, but you gave this man money,
Ah, look at Auntie Eva comment. Oh my God.
and she just love.
Go ahead.
No, Michael ain't too dry because allegedly he was giving them bones out to. What did he say? He had a wife and a boyfriend. He wasn't all that dry.
Them still some dry bones. I'm with Auntie Eva. Go ahead about Robin, man. I'm sorry. Auntie Eva told me off with that comment. Oh.
No, but Robin, you gave all the money. Oh, you done gave all your husband's money to the side piece,
Mm-hmm.
and the man robbed both of y'all. And when you came on this show, I want to set you up a go. Now, really, Robin was on our level, y'all. We could have talked about Robin for the first 4 seasons at least.
Yeah, yeah. She was in a position where we was on par with Robin.
Yeah, Robin was living in the renovated projects.
Yes, God.
But and I hate the fact that I'm agreeing with the Walrus. You know that man, you owe that man his money.
Mm-hmm.
Robin owe him, and if I was one, I'd let him know every day. This is my cap business.
Now go to work.
Yeah, now go to work, and make sure you up in time to have these kids doing they ain't in computers now. You make sure you take them to school. I don't want you even look. No matter if I put them on the bus because every dollar need to come back into you reimburse me all the money you gave to the side dude.
Yeah, because that's slimy. That thing got me. I
Right,
don't
and all
feel
that.
like he deserved help. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't deserve anything from money that you work for, except for the fact that you took his money and gave it to the dude that you was, being grown with.
And he can't come at the dude no more because whoever brother is, he ain't no longer walking around.
Right?
So
Ooh.
Robin, it all fall on you.
Evelyn done came through with it. She say, I think Rob don't want Juan to spend his money on his legitimate soulmate after he leave her. Right. I
And you
feel
got
you, Evelyn, but think about it. That's not her money.
that's not her money.
She need to pay him back his money before she could ever talk about him getting her money. Get that
And
man back his money.
Auntie, look how embarrassing it is. Not only did you give his money away to a man that you allegedly was laying with,
Mm-hmm.
but you brought him on TV in the midst of, this man done lost
Y'all
all
being
his money.
broke and trying to reconstruct, because this was the only chance for y'all to shake back was to get on this show on Bravo, and he got to stay up in the house with your unwashed tail because he can't afford to go nowhere because you done messed up all his money.
And look, and your best friend came on this TV tonight. Now, y'all, it
Mm-hmm.
looked like y'all done come up, but your best friend came on this TV tonight and said the man name ain't even on the house that y'all staying in.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder he ain't marrying you. No, I want my money and then I won't be able to go.
That's all.
Wait till
Because
these
they've
boys
been
get
saying
grown.
for the rumor has been for the last few years that Warren got him a woman up there in DC.
Yeah, and a lot of people say Robin might have.
Oh, 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 Jesus. Okay. Elliot said Mia did good with Gordon. If you want to lay with an old stable man, find one where you can't really tell his age. Ashley can take a few notes because her next one won't be as brittle. That's true. And Mr. Gordon don't look quite 70, but he do look like somebody old uncle. And I don't care what nobody say. Him nor Mr. Ray couldn't touch the back of my hand unless they were saying, baby girl, go get me a glass of water. That's all they could ever say to me.
Not baby girl.
And my only response is gonna be, yes, sir, uncle. That's all I got for you. Listen, I'm one of them people. I will call you. You ain't got to be my real uncle. If you an old man, it's yes, sir, uncle. Hello, uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. And oh God, Mr. G don't look nasty like Michael, but that's still Listen, he messed me up last season with all them pelvic thrusts and licking his tongue out in the air. I wanted to run out in traffic.
You know what, Auntie? I wanted to like G. I promise you, I did.
And I like Mr. G.
When he made that comment where he was boasting in front of all these black people about how much he liked white women.
No, he didn't say that. No, he didn't. Don't you lie on Mr. G. Mia the one talking about he like the clear girls. Mia said that about him. He did not say that.
Oh, Mia. Oh,
Mia
you
said
are right.
that about Mr. G.
You are right. You're right. G, I'm sorry I had misplaced anger. I should have been upset at you, dude.
Oh.
I had to say something to her. I was actually trying to feel bad. I didn't know that. I forgot it was Mia the one.
Mia the one said that.
Mia's the one got issues with blackness.
Yes. That's why she went after Candace. Yes.
And going after your mama.
Right, cause she probably mad low key that her mama is that black woman. Yes.
Right. So don't be mad. We
are watching the ghetto version. We are watching the ghetto version of Imitation of Life. Yes. Because it's like I could be passing, but you over here blacking stuff.
And you got so mad about your mama being called low budget, but you make her feel that way. And I noticed the hand shaking, and last year she was crying every time she talked to you. Stop bothering your mama.
Yeah, sitting up there picking on that.
If you don't like her, leave her alone.
Thank you. But that poor lady, she loves her kid, and you can tell that. I feel so bad for that woman. But that thing set up there, and she do it so bad. And then tell me, you call my mom low budgeted. My mom goes back to doing drugs because of you. Then girl, shut up.
It was your fault.
Thank you. You done set up here low rated, degraded drug this poor lady.
We wouldn't even know your mama was no form of crackhead or whatever if you wouldn't have brought it up on the TV.
Right. Talking about something, yo, dude. Good night. I need to lay down. Said Carr did not say yo, dude. He did say yo, dude. Yeah, that's what I call them, Miss Mississippi. I call them clear because they are not white. Their skin is not white. I know that's the word everybody likes to use, but I've seen white and that ain't it. I bleach all my white clothes and they don't look like that. Cheryl said, yeah, Mr. G turned me off with that tongue action and the googly eyes. I was so done. Yeah, when he licked that tongue out and went to thrust in the air, I was like, ooh, Uncle G, stop.
See, but that's what make him uncle. Because, everybody got the one uncle that when he drank, different, different personality come out, be old man, sober, and get percolated when the liquor hit him.
You know what? I must have a bougie family. I don't have one uncle like that.
Really?
Really? On either side, not on my mama's side nor my daddy's side. My mama had the one brother and he was always real like corny. And then on my daddy's side, he got 8 brothers and don't none of them men act like that. None of them.
No.
Them some straight Florida niggas. They not with that bull. Men's men. I ain't never seen no stuff like that.
Not with the
That's right. That's right, sweetie. We can see their veins. That's why I call them clear. When I can see everything going on with your body through your skin, you are clear.
sun hit you and all your blood rise.
Yeah. Every time your capillaries fill with blood, I can see it. When your veins is throbbing, I can see it. If you lacking oxygen, you turning blue, I can see that. You clear. Mom,
No,
you is
body
clear.
don't give you, auntie body don't give you no privacy.
No privacy. Your body tell all your business. They got to run around in cat suits and hats and hoodies to hide it. Bump that. He say, see, but that's the difference. When G drink, he get wild. When Michael drink, his liver spots flare up and he start trying to rub on people and seduce one. Oh, God. No.
So y'all cutting up tonight.
Oh, man. I cannot. But for real, that was a lot. And then, what did you think about Giselle trying to make a whole issue about Mia posting on social media when everybody do it?
See, I didn't get that, and I really I didn't get that, and I really didn't get what this like what is Ashley putting on TikTok? Like, is Ashley getting naked on TikTok or something? What is she doing?
She just doing them little goofy dances like the churn do.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure what. And Giselle and Robin have kids within that age range where social media, if they, especially Giselle with girls, that they share everything that's going from the meals they eating to,
But Ashley don't even be doing that on TikTok. All she do is dance. And why Giselle and Robin is so worried about it, I don't know. They did one TikTok with her, and it's almost like they mad because they not comfortable enough to be dancing around in front of a camera. I don't know why anybody would want to do that. That's some weird behavior. But if you like it, I love it. My question for them
where's
is
the harm in it?
Right. What is she hurting, and how is it your business?
Right. Because y'all would rather her sit around and be miserable like the two of y'all. That's why
sit around eating. They want her to sit around eating like them.
Yeah.
Because when she showed up to Karen's party half naked in the club dress, they looked like they was disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because Ashley looked like she was finna try to be in the next Glorilla video. She want to be hanging out the window with her ratchet A friends. At the red light, twerking on the headlights. Like, that's where Ashley trying to be.
And she got me when she said, hold on, let me go talk to my friends.
Yeah.
She told Candace, you can take this sheet. Baby, I'm about to go talk to my friends for a minute.
Oh, man, that was funny. I almost forgot that part. And Candace still sitting up there painted up like a squirrel, looking crazy. Talking to Giselle about Ashley business. Don't even know her turn coming.
Right. That's all I was thinking is you next.
Yeah, you next. They were supposed to get you that year that they ended up getting Monique. And then they tried to get you last year and that didn't work. And you right back in her face, kicking until it's your turn.
See, but warning come before destruction, because at that reunion, Karen definitely told you it might come a time nobody don't want to feel with you. Giselle ears perked up. They say, oh, that's the moment.
Yep. That is too crazy.
I was watching, because you know what's coming up. I was watching Giselle and Chris. Yeah, I was watching because now this man, I want to see how it gets to you feeling uncomfortable when you fist bumped Ray, but you made it your business to hug the clear boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you made it your business to hug him. I honestly feel like Giselle know that boy ain't studying her. She ain't stupid. But I also feel like maybe she wish he was. Maybe she wish he would try her. Because I feel like if he would try her, she'd have slept with him. I honestly believe she probably would have did it and then told on him. Mm-hmm. She definitely would have told because she messy. But I think she would have did it first. Or at least let him go too far so she could say, look what I got him to do.
Yeah, went and flipped and went Karen on the clear boy.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All I can think.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I said that on the phone.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, the thing that got me with her though, like I don't believe that man ever tried her, looked at her, because she couldn't say he tried her. I think he was feeling me out. He wasn't feeling you out. You wanted him to fill you up. And he didn't give no indication that he was interested. Just like nobody else didn't give you no indication that they was interested.
Including Jamal.
And that's truly what I believe. But yeah, Giselle is a mess for that. But I seen her over there hugging and stuff.
Right. You can hug him and you about to feel uncomfortable with it. But I think me and you disagree because I text you in that moment. Listen, y'all, during Atlanta, me and my auntie text the whole show. She barely texts me here, so I know.
I couldn't text on this one. I was too busy taking notes. I like to write down what's happening. And see, during Atlanta, I could text you because wasn't nothing happening.
That's what I said.
I couldn't be texted.
I didn't get a text back until 2 minutes before the lie, y'all. But no, look, Wendy, I think me and you disagree because I've never agreed with Giselle. I agree with you when you say, now, Giselle, you got, your reasoning for not liking the lady is kind of skewed because she ain't do no more to you than you've done to. If that's the case, nobody should want to even speak to you.
Thank you.
But
she ain't did nothing to her. And furthermore, what everything that woman told her was in response to you directly trying to slander her husband.
Right, and playing in her face.
Huh?
And playing in her face because ain't nobody.
And playing in her face and talking about her. You ain't got no substance and this and that. Like, girl, just because she decided she didn't want to keep looking like a broken wet cigarette, that ain't got nothing to do with her substance.
Right, jealous because she fixed what
she went and did something about the way she looked rather than just dealing with it.
Right, like you've been doing with them legs. Go figure out what.
Thank you. Hell.
You don't
and
work
I
on the
still
neck
don't know why she show them. Because listen, my ankles and stuff will swell up too. But guess what I don't do? Is show them to no goddamn body. Wait till they go back down before you run out there with your ankles and your feet out in sandals. Why you do that?
Because that light skin and them green eyes make her forget she got some flaws too.
Ain't but one problem. If you look down, you see they swole. I'm just saying, because mine will swell up, but I'm not finna go out there showing no goddamn body. All she gotta do is just look down. Reality will come back into view.
Hey, now you make me drop my phone when you say Charisse. Charisse says she got the we can't say
a boob job. Talking about, I don't even think there's a letter for them anymore. At least when you get bored, you just color your hair. I go buy boobs. I was like, ugh.
Right, but see, that's again, it don't sound attractive coming from Charisse. It's like, it's like, why is Eddie Murphy? Because I swear Charisse is Eddie Murphy.
Not Eddie.
That's one of Eddie's characters.
I don't know about all that now. I don't know about all that because she still looks like a woman.
She look like a woman?
She still look like a woman. But she's giving me 4th grade teacher / bus driver action. Like, ain't nothing, real enticing going on there.
Bus monitor.
And you up here telling people about your boob jobs. I'm just saying, if you get bored and go let people play with you with razors and scalpels, it's a lot of things they could have did for you other than your chest.
But doesn't that say something chemically wrong? Because boredom shouldn't equal cosmetic surgery.
No, for women, sometimes it can. That's real.
For real? Is it? So it was Mia must have been.
Yes.
Mia must have been hellified aboard.
She had to be.
Because Mia went down there and got her pocketbook fixed and couldn't tell you really why.
Oh Lord, that was so terrible. That was so terrible. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this. Is let me read this comment because I'm not finna say what I was finna say. Let me swallow that back down. Yolanda said Wendy tried to make peace with Giselle. Giselle dusted her off but gave Mia a hug only to get cussed out for questioning her cancer scare. That made my whole day. When Mia said, told her what happened and I was going through this and emotional and F you, I said, well, all right.
Yeah, Mia wants some cool points from me. I'd have said don't get too much care for her, but she wants some cool points.
You say you saw, who told you Charisse was broke? You ain't hear her talk about the fact she divorced that man and got her half?
Charisse is broke.
Who told you Charisse was broke? Charisse is trifling. She's trifling. She's pathetic. She's desperate. Hey, Kyra. What's up, boo? And all of those things. But I ain't never heard nothing about her being broke now.
I thought
That's a new one on me.
I thought they used to say she was one of the wealthier ones on the show.
Right. That's why I'm like, where y'all got broke on Charisse? She ugly. She not broke. No, for real. For real. Like people have this illusion in their mind that, rich equals beautiful or glamorous or whatever. It's a lot of people got plenty of money and ain't nothing glamorous about them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can be broke
just
and
be
ugly.
that way.
Because Robin was broke for a long time. And you can be rich and ugly.
And she looked like Jake from State Farm at every tax bracket. LEL say Charisse just wanted to sound bougie when she said that. I swear, I think so too. She need to invest money in her wigs. Yes, it looked like she buy them wigs that have a hat attached to them and cut the hat off and wait a minute. Listen, just take a whole minute. LEL. Hey, Shanika C. This fool said the wigs with the hat attached. I'm just listen. What I do this time? What did I do? But rich don't mean glamorous and beautiful. It don't mean that. It just means that you played your cards right, whether it was education, marriage, businesses, investments, whatever. It just means you played your cards right. It does not mean beautiful. And it's okay because everybody ain't got to be beautiful. We need ugly people too. They matter.
Right. If we don't have ugly people, how would you know who's beautiful if we didn't have people who was ugly?
Right. And I'm going to say this too. If we don't claim and take care of our own women that ain't so pretty, they're going to keep trying to hand y'all every ugly clear woman. Every time a clear woman is ugly, they want to lie and say she part black. So no, we will keep our Charisses. We will keep our Leslie Joneses. We're going to keep all of ours. Okay. Hey, Kai.
Hello. I had to join you for real quick because I have a word to speak on Gargle Mouth.
Give it to me.
The fact that Gargle Mouth spent the entire last season walking around acting like she pokes money just for it to be a quick Google search to find out that her and G did not go into this franchise business together. It was G and his brother. And then for her to turn around and go on the internet asking for prayers, asking for sympathy, because apparently the brother said you will not be getting your $455,000 anymore. And now all of a sudden, they're broke. But you wanted to come after other people who had nothing to do with you and were asking you to pay their bills. And you are up in a rental house. You are up in a rental house because the word on the street was that she was not about to be asked to come back until the cancer scare stuff and all that. So you got this rental house because really she was living in North Carolina, I believe. And they had rented that little.
Well, they had been left from North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I missed that part. They were in that little outdated penthouse. And now all of a sudden, now you live in the same neighborhood rented house with Karen and Monique. And you were also playing games with Monique's friends last year on the internet. And now you're playing games again with your BFF, who you're on TV now, spreading disgusting videos.
Child, that's what I was talking about. Girl, did you see how she aired Jackie business out and gonna post the video of her throwing shoes at her baby daddy or whoever?
Because I feel like people don't understand. I can get it if it's, people think she shouldn't be doing that. But I don't think people understand how disgusting it is. Because it seems like Mia got this video from the baby daddy. Got this private video and posted it on the internet and had the nerve to ask if she cares about domestic violence.
Yeah, and it's like, girl, you didn't do this about no domestic violence. You did this to try to embarrass your friend because you got mad at your friend about something.
And so that's why I can't get with Mia because even with the whole because I have my own health issues, so I can get the whole health issues, but I can't get past that she has shown me that she's a person who will be purposely misleading and emotionally manipulative to get sympathy and pity from people because that's what she needs to feel good about herself.
Yeah, it's possible because we know, like, we saw last season she would misplace the truth and cover it up with cement. So anything is possible. I just personally didn't feel like Giselle, you are not the social media police, ma'am. Get you some business.
No, she's not.
But
Giselle,
Mia is a hot mess. Y'all know I don't do Mia. I don't do Edward James almost.
yeah, we discussed this last season because also I don't know if you saw this. She was doing an interview because she's trying to get ahead of the whole throwing liquid at Wendy. In the interview, she said, "Oh, people just have too much mouth." And I'm getting tired now because it seems like people want to say the dark-skinned women on the show now have too much mouth. But anyway, that was her reason for throwing the glass. And afterwards, the clip shows that Wendy calls her a crater-faced bee. So Mia tells the interviewee, I was so hurt that she called me that because I was in foster care and I didn't have a mom to take me to the dermatologist. So yes, I have all these acne scars because I didn't grow up with my parents to take me to the dermatologist. What does you throwing a drink at me have anything to do? I can call you whatever I want when you start throwing things at me. And then Wendy is saying she was like throwing her purse at her and stuff too afterwards. So you are lucky. That's all you got called. And you're gonna use me being in foster care.
Yes. I'd have called her way more than that, and unlike Wendy, I will fight a man. I'd have swung on her.
Oh Lord!
Like, for real, I will fight a dude. I'm not scared. It is what it is.
It has been proven.
It has been proven. There you go. Not only has it been proven, nephew, I got a track record. You can call Ocala anytime you get ready. I will fight a man. I don't care nothing about fighting no dude. Nothing. I'd have swung on that big dude right there at that table. Anybody in the way needs to move back.
Needs to move back? So yeah, that was another instance of like, how does you throwing a drink on someone and them calling you a name have anything to do with you being in foster care and your mom not taking you to the dermatologist? Like, she be doing too much.
Yeah, she doing too much. And the thing is, she feel real comfortable to get physical toward those black girls because she feels like she's better than. She has color issues, as we used to say. Hey, DT, love you. That's right, y'all. Hit the like button. She has color issues. Miss Thing is color struck. And that's why she mad at her mama being black, because it's like, okay, this is the reminder that it's some nigga in you too. Why you running around here attacking black women?
But do you know, Auntie, you know who I blame for this?
Who you blame?
Giselle. And I'm gonna tell you what, cause see, they do that dog whistling. Giselle last year made a justification for Mia beating up on Candace.
Yeah, it's true.
And see, so if y'all singing, you can see why Candace saying this would lead to me popping her, and you can't say nothing about it. Then if Wendy says something that hurt my feelings, I was in foster care, y'all.
Then I can pop her, and it should be all right, because I didn't like what she said. No, man, you better keep your hands to yourself, because I'm telling you, the minute you raise your hands, I'm a raised man.
Hello.
You can take that any way you want them. Hey, Dr. J, what's up? You say Giselle in her jigsaw house. Yes.
It really is. It really is.
Oh, Giselle in her house getting better.
Child, she say somebody got to do the darn thing. May as well be Giselle. Y'all, I got so weak. Hold on. Queen Me say, remember, Seanitra, we got to keep our hands to ourselves. And I promise you I will. But please do not swing and can't fight when it come to me. I done told y'all that is in the book of Nigalations, okay? Don't swing and can't fight. Because you swing over here, I'm swinging back. And that's all day.
Okay. And then football head.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just like... because I said this last season, I don't remember if it was on here or somewhere else. I always said that it was so interesting how she was coming after everyone's housing when she had no yard for her 2 children. And now she's working so hard to get a yard. I'm just saying, because they had no space. I'm sorry. Those 2 little boys sharing a little room all cramped up, yet you're supposed to be this multimillionaire's wife. Oh, no. That's not how I was raised, not middle class. No. But I'm just saying, it's just, I try to figure out, like, is Ashley smart and, like, she's playing a game, or she's playing a game and she's really not that smart? Because I'm confused how she's saying, she's thinking because because her prenup is expired, all of a sudden she's just getting half. No, that means you have to start all over again. That means you have to get a lawyer all over again. You'll have to go through everything all over again and start something else to get yours settled. Like, I don't. And also, getting
Well,
half, you mean
it doesn't
half?
quite work like that. It actually depends on what state you're in. So if in that state that the spouse is entitled to half, if it's a community property state, then she would be entitled to half. She would still have to get a lawyer, and she still got to fight with him over it. The
Yeah,
problem is if
that's my
you got a
point.
prenup, like let's just say the prenup was still in effect, it wouldn't really be nothing she could do unless she could get a lawyer to fight to invalidate the prenup. So the prenup actually protects the man and not you in a situation like that. But being that prenup is expired, if that's a community property state, and I believe it is, then she is entitled to half. But she will have to fight for it because men don't just give up their money easy
Well,
like that. You got
and
to
see,
fight.
that's my point, Miss Seanitra. The thing is, she's making it sound like it's so easy. When I'm just like, first of all, you get half of what he started making after you guys got married. That man didn't give half to his first wife, and he also has 2 grown children. Like, to me, it's
That's
more. It's not the fact. It's not the fact that, like, I know it's not a possibility that a wife out there can get half. It's just that Michael, I know, is not an idiot, because it's just real funny how she's never lived a life that she acts like Michael. She's so proud that Michael has all this money, but it's very clear that she doesn't have access to Michael's money. And those kind of people
but
will
this is
hide
the
things in
thing.
trust.
But this is the thing that y'all got to understand. Actually, the way that Ashley's doing things is a lot smarter, probably than the first wife. And I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all didn't catch what this thing said. She said, I don't really know because I don't pay for anything. The fact that
Amen.
she don't pay, thank you. She pays for nothing. He pays for everything. She's actually in a better position to walk off with a better payday because hey, I don't pay for everything. He furnishes my entire lifestyle. Everything that me and my children have, he furnishes it.
And get,
It's usually only us 100% black women that walk in with that goofy stuff.
Oh, no, no,
INDEPENDENT.
no.
I can pay
You don't
my
play that.
share
I don't
and
play that
I
game.
do this and flexing like you the She-Hulk. And next thing you know, when it's divorce time, the judge was like, but you INDEPENDENT. You make this, these are your assets, blase, boot, boot, boot. Ashley walking in the door talking about I ain't got no assets. I don't pay nothing. He paid for everything. Ashley is not as dumb as y'all think.
No,
And
I
I
don't
done
think she's
told
that
y'all,
dumb.
this girl is not finna get no divorce. This is a
She's
storyline.
not.
And I'm
It is.
telling you, when she go back to him, her storyline next season gonna be, well, Michael's not comfortable around y'all because y'all talk so bad about him. That's what's coming next.
Yeah, we can completely agree on that. I don't believe that these people are getting divorced. This sounds like some foolishness, getting a house and LLC that he's a part of. This is just all foolishness.
It is. Look at DT. Mia look like frozen goat cheese. Have mercy.
Oh, what flavor of goat cheese? Are we talking about blueberry vanilla? Because that one has a little more bumps.
but can I say this, y'all?
Yes.
Last year, I think we can all agree out of all, is it 7, out of all 7 girls last year, Ashley had the least going on in her life. It was even pointed out in the reunion.
Yes.
Yep.
So I believe this is a storyline. And look, the whole first episode, most of the episode was everybody speaking about what's going on in Ashley's life.
Mm-hmm.
See how she's flipped that whole narrative?
Baby,
When-
she centered herself in that conversation like a true 100% thoroughbred clear woman. She
And-
centered herself.
and playing the game, answering all
Yes,
the
sir.
questions. Ain't
And
getting
let me
mad
say
at nothing.
this. Let me say this on her behalf. She ain't the first one to do it. Now, y'all know I love Lanithia Monique Leaks to a fault, but y'all know Nene did that too. Pretended like her and Greg wasn't together and they were still in the same house. She on one floor, he on the other floor. So she ain't the first one to fake a divorce and then gonna fake a reconciliation because it has happened.
Right. Nene was divorced for all
Nene
of 9
did that.
months.
But they was in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
They ran game. And I'm not mad at it. It made for good TV. But she ain't the first one to do it. So please don't think I'm just coming down on her. Oh, Ashley lying, she did this and that. Because as much as I love Nene did that too now.
And Nene had a whole fake boyfriend.
Sure did. You better say
Yeah.
it. Fake the whole thing. So, anybody can do it. They've all done some things now. Some things and pull some stunts. for the storylines and the ratings. They've all done it.
All of them done did a little strange things for some change.
They all done. They've all done a couple of strange things. That's right. Mm-hmm. Like I say, y'all know me. I don't care who I like. I call it down the middle. If you did something funny, you did something a little funny now.
And Candace definitely said, "I shall not be Kenya Moore over here on Potomac." We ain't
with no one talking about no one egg. Right. Candace was like, no, we freeze the whole embryo. Candace said, hell no, I don't know what y'all take me for. I'm freezing the whole embryo. No, you gonna go ahead and fertilize that right now. That's what she said. Kai, you heard her.
No, I heard her and I just joined, so I missed y'all talking about it. But this is true.
She's talking about herself because by the time I'm ready, I don't want to be there with just no eggs left for one egg or however she put it. I say that you just shade the hell out of Kenya.
She did everything but looked at the camera and said Kenya Moore.
Right. God, my breath got caught in my chest. I say, what did you just do? And then when they got in there talking about, no, we need to freeze that. They say, ladies, are you interested in freezing your eggs? She said the embryo. When she said that, I was done. I say, poor Chris, he don't even know what's coming. She finna cut off your allowance and put you down the road. She already got her embryos. She ain't got to worry about trying to find who to fertilize them. Like, I got kids, got the job. I'm trying to sing a couple of songs, and you could go.
Right, and Mama gonna be right over there with the grandbabies.
Sure is. Miss Dorothy gonna have her grandchildren going to the local buffet, because you know every grandma like to take their kids to the buffet.
Yes, they do. They sure do love a buffet.
Used to be
yes. My mama stayed taking my kids to the buffet without me. Yes,
that's what parents are for, to leave the parents behind and spoil us.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that's what's about to happen with Miss Candace, honey, with Secret Squirrel. Secret Squirrel says she on a secret mission. Queen Lee says she also said she didn't want to have sex with Chris too. She didn't. I don't remember that. I didn't know she said that.
I remember that. I think it's very smart to freeze the embryos if you're a woman trying to do all you want to do in your life.
Auntie, I don't remember her. I don't remember her saying no sex, but I remember them saying that they still was having sex with condoms.
Yeah, I remember that he had to put on a raincoat. He couldn't just be jumping off in there. And I remember that. I was like, ooh, okay. You know, I don't think we needed to know that, but okay. Y'all know I get a little squeamish with certain stuff.
Yes,
I'm like,
you do.
Because you know Candace always like to share that personal stuff.
Yeah. They tell you stuff that make you. I won't say make you uncomfortable.
Well, you know,
it did.
Sometimes I'd rather hear about it than see it. Like how I saw football head with the panty slip in the Watergate Hotel last season.
Oh, that was horrible. Oh, sweet.
So you know, and him completely and totally not interested. I'd rather hear about it than see about it, especially between
Yes, girl. When you said it, the picture came back to my mind.
Right? Oh, very vivid. A very vivid picture.
Oh, great God from Zion. Girl, I needed all kind of help, therapy, and prayer after that scene. That was so hard. Oh, God. Let me. I gotta forget that. Where's my fan? Whew. Y'all, that was horrible for me. It was horrible
for all of us.
Oh, it was terrible. Wasn't it terrible?
Fix it, Lord.
God. Yeah, Dr. J. Then she said, talking about the color of the man business. I said,
But see, I believe, and let me word it right. I believe because he was clear. She was trying to make us feel a little bit more comfortable. So she said, yes, what y'all can see is clear, but what I see is brown.
Yeah.
I don't bit
what
more
I
believe
think
he.
she was trying to do was trying to make him seem attractive to somebody other than her. Because I think she know the rest of us was looking at him and seeing like this permanent layer of dinginess across his skin. He's got a cast of dinge.
He's
he looks. Yeah, but he looks unwashed and his beard looks scraggly. I don't know. I don't know. I get this whiff of Old Spice and sweat in my head every time I see him. I just
Maybe send him some Windex.
Send him some Windex. No, somebody just need to hip bump him into a tub full of Lysol and bleach. Like, just no.
Maybe that's why Candace
Absolutely
make him
no.
with a condom.
Oh, well, that's a good enough reason. She won't get no UTI. DT say that scene was traumatic. Yes, it was, and Kai made me remember it too. That she up there hiking her leg up,
remind
trying
us that happened on national TV.
Skeleton. But it was so horrible. She tried to hike that leg up and straddle that skeleton, showing draws and woo. So he said, I just hope they got a lock on the freezer of them embryos. Darcy can go in there and raise the temperature. I'm through. Evelyn say, I think it's not smart to freeze embryos instead of eggs. Have we forgotten the Sofia Vergara and her ex lawsuit about the embryos once they separated? Yeah, well, no, I ain't forget, because remember I said that. I'm like, I'm sure they're gonna have like some type of, situation, probably gonna try to figure out who gonna get the embryos in the divorce. However, if she go ahead and get it done before the divorce is final, it really won't be anything he can do. Now, will there?
Does he have the financial to fight?
And that's the question. Who gonna loan him the money? He working at the restaurant in the Hotel Washington. He the general manager.
Right, and you can't ask Miss Dot for no investment because she don't like you and she gonna be investing in her daughter.
Yeah, Dot ain't finna loan him no money for that. Lord. DT say Candace think the whole audience is her therapist. Is that why she tells us all these inappropriate things?
I mean, Ashley does too.
Yeah, because Ashley did tell us
that man looks like her father and reminds her of her father, and that's probably why she's attracted to him.
Ew!
Oh my!
That's even worse now.
Did we forget this therapy session? I'm sorry.
Oh God, yeah, but you're right though. You're right. It's just some how do you say the truth hurts? That just hurt to hear. It was like it peeled the skin off my back. Dr. J says she needs to let that man work. She must love her and her mama paying his child support. Got to. I think in a way she does. Some women do enjoy having the financial upper hand. Because maybe she feel like he's more likely to stay here with me if he need me for something. Lord, you say this fool say somebody on Twitter say Giselle House is schizophrenic. They wrong for that. DT called that boy Christina. Evelyn said we Sagittarius is overshare too much. Is that what it is?
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm not
so y'all look. What happened?
I said that's not me. I'm an Aquarius. We don't do that.
I'm an Aquarius too. We play it close to the hip. We tell you what you need to know. Now, we ain't going to tell no lies. And if you ask point blank, we're going to give you a point blank answer. But we don't just go out here sharing all kind of inappropriate, awkward type information that ain't nobody asked for.
Well, us Scorpios definitely don't.
Yes. Which is why I'm sorry. It's February 12th.
Oh, you're February like my bestie. My bestie is February 13th. Yeah. I'm January 31st. I'm dead center. I ain't got nothing on me. I'm aqua all around. Pure aqua.
And my last little shade point is, if Mia wants to share videos of anything or pictures of anything, then she should do it when she was on her opiate kick. So she wants to share people's darkest moments.
Ooh, you say you want her to share the pictures from the meth lab?
That woman disturbs my spirit. I think Ashley disturbs my spirit, but I think she is rising just a little bit above her.
She is. And the thing is, Kai, I feel justified in being disgusted by her because I tried to like her last season. I tried. Hey, Escromarty, I did. I really tried to like her. And then she just kept being more and more ridiculous, disgusting, dishonest, and trifling. And then when she started mistreating her mama, that did it for me.
Yes.
That murked me. I was done with her. Done. And this season, she's starting off pretty much, with the same type of stuff. But I will say this, y'all know me, whether I like them or not, I call it down the middle. She was dead right for how she handled Giselle. She was right. She was right. I might not like that heifer, but she was right.
She was right because Giselle had no business questioning it, but also proves that she was lying because she said she didn't have it and then she told Giselle she had it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Because the way I see it is, one, just not Giselle, but Mia ain't no Rhodes Scholar. And I think we all know this. Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Number two, ain't no telling what them people told her over the phone. Hey, Sharon Fona. There's no telling if she was intelligent enough to actually process the information. I'm just saying. And she did what many a waterhead bird brain heifer has done. Straight to social media and start running off at the mouth because, oh my God, look what's happening to me. Didn't even have her facts straight. And with all that being said, no matter how stupid, ignorant, illiterate, and pitiful she is, for lack of a better word, that was her business. Giselle got plenty of things to worry about.
She does.
The fact that your children thought you upgraded your wardrobe and you still in there hiding bad clothes and pulling them out every now and then. Let's talk about that. Throw that stuff out, Giselle. Why you still talking about somebody got to do the darn thing and it may as well be you, and your house still looks like a barn with a fresh coat of paint. You could have dealt with the fact that we still don't know what the hell you do in your social life, or even if you have one outside of this show. Like, there's so many things that Giselle need to show us. And she's sitting there talking about, oh, I wouldn't have bought no house with Jamal Bryant. No, baby, Jamal Bryant wouldn't buy no house with you. That man gave you his hand-me-down Mini Cooper. That's what you walked away with, a hand-me-down Mini Cooper and a couple of coins, and had to write a book about this man and all the horn round he did on you, calling him cheater, pumpkin eater, and then threw a hissy fit because Wendy basically said the same thing about this man. It's so many things that Giselle needs to address, or she's free to address. But instead, you worried about Mia making ignorant, hysterical posts and Ashley dancing on TikTok. I just feel like Giselle need to worry about Giselle. She do.
She really does. Which why it irritates me that people are upset that Candace was reading her to filth on the internet. I'm just like, I'm sorry. You try to destroy my home, I will send a boulder over.
Mm-hmm. And mind you, Chris ain't nothing to hold on to, but that's her husband. Hell, we didn't.
It's nothing to hold on. Mm-hmm. Yes, but
and I don't believe in doing stuff like that. You don't bother nobody's husbands. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put them together. He didn't marry that man. You married that man. You know what I'm saying? Let your friend deal with her man. Why you getting in it, telling lies, making up stories, trying to create stuff? In my opinion, even what she doing with Ashley. Do I believe Ashley's telling the truth? No. Do I believe she leaving that man? Absolutely not. But I also believe, like, Giselle, you way too invested and miffed at even the thought that she might stay with this man. How is it your business?
I think it becomes such a big issue for a lot of the audiences because there's not a balance with Giselle. It's not like we're watching her do her thing and then every once in a while she dips her toe in. It's like the whole chunky ankle is inside all the time in someone else's business.
I ain't fooling with you. You say her whole chunky ankle is.
That is a nice
every once in a while you dip a toe. We understand that whole ankle. No.
Yeah, she does too much. Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, let's just say Ashley really was telling the truth and she really was divorcing or considering divorcing her husband. The fact that Giselle is all in it, and I want to know this, and why would you do that? And why you ain't got no business this? I wouldn't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. Why? Like, you're doing too much. You are team too much in somebody else's business. If she decided tomorrow, like if it was real, and she decided, you know what, I'm going back to my husband. I was going through something. We was going through something. I don't want to let my marriage go. How is that her business or anybody else's? It's like she want to force this girl to go through with a divorce and this and that. It's like, girl, leave people alone.
I will say though, Ashley somewhat earned it because I won't forget Ashley swinging on that playground talking about how much money Robin had in her account, and she was all invested into why Robin and Juan were living together and all that kind of stuff, and now she's doing the same thing.
It's true. It's true. But you know, at that time, Robin asked for that too. You know that, right?
How? Did I miss this?
You had to. Robin was right on that bull crap. That's when she was trying to go for bed and running her mouth all the time. Hey, Doree. I'm glad you stopped by, girl. But yes, Robin asked for that. Robin gave as good as she got. And then when she couldn't keep up with the mouth, then she went up there to try to fight that girl.
Okay. Yeah, I remember the fighting part. I just forgot that part.
Because you don't like what somebody said, but your mouth was running too. Just like she tried it with Wendy Osefo. Want to go mouth, but you know you don't have the mouth for it, Robin. You're not that girl.
Does not.
Huh?
I said she really does not.
She doesn't, but she still, but every now and then she will try to go toe to toe with people verbally, and she knows she doesn't have what it takes. She doesn't. And that's okay. Everybody's not built to be quick with it and fast with their mouths. Like everybody is not that person. And I think that's okay. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But just be honest about who you are. Tell yourself the truth at least. And stop trying to get into verbal sparring matches. And you know you showed up unarmed. Like, stop doing that. And actually, when all that was going on, I forgot all the stuff that Robin had to say, but she said plenty too. I'm not mad at Ashley with that, actually, because if you get into it with me, everything's on the table. Everything's out in the open. We're going to talk about your money, your mama, your grandma, everything.
Uncle Law.
Yeah, your uncle, everybody. We talking about all that. The fact that your mama was down there French kissing crack pipes. Oh, all that's coming out. I don't care who it is.
It left you to live under the bridge.
Everybody. We talking about all that. I think that's the thing that gets me with these shows, right? I get confused because they will know that people don't like people. We don't get along. I don't like you. Why do they sit around and say, why would you say that? Obviously, because she doesn't like them. Like, what are you, dumb? And I'm not apologizing for nothing I say to you if I don't like you. I don't like you. Yes, I talked about you. Yes, I said you got 4 stomachs like a cow. Yes, I said it. I said it. And if you give me a minute, I'm going to say something else too. I don't like you. It's almost like they want the fake niceness, or they want people to be fake nice. And it's like anytime you don't maintain the fake nice, then everybody's throwing a fit. But like I said, when it came to the thing with Ashley and Giselle, my opinion, like I said before, it wasn't in defense of Ashley. It's just pointing out the hypocrisy of Giselle.
Right.
You got something to say about everybody's marriage. And I mean everybody's.
Yeah.
This girl's still married to this man, and you're running your mouth, yet throwing a hissy fit because of what Wendy said about your ex. Really? Like, really? Don't that seem a little off, y'all?
It's a little suspect.
Okay. I thought I was tripping. You know, it's possible.
You ain't tripping. If you was tripping, I just caught you because it's a little suspect.
I'm so dead. I'm dead. Just knock me over. But listen, y'all, what else y'all got on this show? Because I'm through with them. This episode, as far as like a season opener, the premiere for season 7, I'm going to say I would give them a whole 9.5 on this episode. It was plenty of meat on the bones. I give them a 9.5. What y'all say?
Yeah, I said out of a 9 out of 10. Yeah, it was this whole first episode was better than the whole season of Atlanta.
Amen. That's what I think. Kai, what you give them?
I say I would give a 9, and I'll mostly give a 9 because other than Giselle, we saw the beginning of what everyone's going to be doing for at least the first half of the season. You know, Ashley fake divorcing, Candace and Chris arguing about schedules and embryos, Mia renting homes and cancer, no cancer, Robin too scared. Robin trying to get Juan out of getting back his money. You know, so I feel like I got a little taste of like what everyone's supposed to be doing for a little bit, and I think that's really interesting to do for our first episode. Where I feel like we weren't just focused on just a few people.
Yes, the introduction of what you're gonna get for the rest of the season, and we definitely got the introduction. I think with Chris and Candace, the most interesting thing is gonna be her tripping about him working to the hotel, and then to find out if he, you know, if he talking to them hoes and if them hoes tell at the hotel. I think that's gonna be the other part.
Do the hoes tell at the hotel?
Do them hoes tell? Because if something going on, we gonna find out. Because you know we got the teaser during the trailer about him saying, texting Ashley to say, inboxing Ashley to say where you at or something. So something went on with the hotel in the middle of the night.
But you know what, Auntie? I hope that he's not stupid enough to send any of his, if he got any of his hoes, any pictures or nothing like that, or make any videos. Because if in fact his member is brown, that's a dead giveaway.
La 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 la.
I put my fingers in my ears. For white men to have, you know, different colors. Anyway, I mean, it seems like in the preview it was him respond, like he didn't DM her, he like responded to her Insta stories. And to me, it's just Ashley trying to make something out of it, because I've had plenty of people reach out to me when I used to have a life and like message me about like go to this place or go to this place. So, but it'll be something fun that they'll do and they'll move past it. And Giselle will take it too far. Oh,
naturally, you know she always goes too far. Shanika C said, "What if Robin and Juan trying to scam each other?" I think so.
Oh no,
I think that's exactly what's going on. Because, like I say, it's clear that Juan don't like her. Because Juan told her last season that she need to get out of bed and wash her tail, and I heard him. Ain't nobody gonna convince me that ain't what I heard.
No, he did leave her out there to wake up those boys, even though he was already awake.
Yeah, and you sitting up there laying up in the bed to, oh God, He basically told her, he was like, that ain't attractive. Like he don't like her. He don't like her. Juan is only there trying to get his money back.
You done took my money, and you unattractive.
That part.
Yeah, I really wonder if he's over. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's over that.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. If somebody took millions of dollars from you, would you be over it?
I wouldn't, but again, I'm also now on a TV show pretending like I'm trying to get married to the person, and like.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Now, you know I hate to defend a man. You know this. But now let me ask you this. If it was a possibility, if you could get on that TV and pretend to marry him or pretend to want to marry him, and there was a chance of you getting your money back, would you not take it?
Oh, that's a lot of time to give. The person also really lets me run over them and do whatever I want to do. So really, is it that
bad? I mean, it's still bad if you got to be around somebody that. It's still bad if you got to be around somebody that don't bathe.
Oh yeah, but I guess it's just fascinating. We've never seen him really talk about it. We've always heard her talk about it from her point of view, and I feel like it's still such a huge elephant between the two of them.
Yeah, it's an elephant, all right, an unwashed, sweaty elephant, because Juan clearly is not digging this girl. Every now and then he'll try to smile for a picture or something. If it's a still shot, you notice that she'll post on social media them still shots with him smiling. But when you see that man in live action, Juan be looking, his smile looks more like a grimace. He does not want to be where he is. He just wants his money back. And I support him for that. Juan needs his money back. Hell, hashtag pay Juan.
I was about to say, can we start a campaign?
Yeah, that's what we need. Hashtag pay Juan. Because she owe that man his money, and I'm not on her side with that. You don't take people's money.
And she not willing to give it back. Want him to sign a prenup now that she making money.
Yes, now that she making money, sign a prenup. But you know what though, she said he made her sign a prenup, but it didn't help him because she was still married to him when she took his money.
Oh,
see, that's what. Listen, let me tell you something. This is where a lot of girls get this thing twisted. Oh, I don't want to sign no prenup. Girl, sign that prenup because as long as you married to him and you got access to the money, you good to go. You can do all your dirt before you ever get a divorce.
It's so strange why that's a notion, because also just like people are getting so creative nowadays. They have like the infidelity clause and all kinds of things you can put in there for yourself.
Child, I heard one of them had a weight clause. If you gain too much weight, that they could get out of it and not pay you.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Now you imagine that women start putting them in prenups. That'll be real funny.
Well, I mean, I don't even think you have to do that because quite a few of them are getting caught with that infidelity clause.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be smart. Well, I don't want to say that, but getting caught up.
Yep. Either don't do it or get better at it. It's always been my motto, honey.
Right.
Either I used to tell my children that if you're gonna misbehave, either get better at it or cut it out, because I'm tired of catching you and I'm tired of having to put you on punishment and spank your behind. So either stop or get better at it.
But you know what you're good at and what you're not.
But now I know you a young man, but you've been an adult male long enough to know that a man not being good at cheating, they never stopped them from doing it. They'll get caught 10 times and go cheat the next day.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's right. Ain't no point in lying. We don't do no lying and signifying on this porch. Men not being good at cheating, they never stopped them.
No, it really has to be.
Well, look, y'all, I'm finna get up off here. What's y'all any final thoughts on this show? Any final thoughts?
I look forward to reading Mia another week, another day.
Yes.
We'll see if Ashley gets a home of hers, or will she still not have a yard for her 2 children?
Oh, okay. Well, she says she done found a house and they making an offer.
They're putting an offer. Offers can get denied.
Yeah, offers can get denied, but there's no reason for it to get denied. Remember, and the man is no, it ain't really, because remember it's in the LLC in both of their names, which is based on his money, not hers.
No, I'm saying let me live.
What?
I said let me live. I want her to stay with the no yard.
Why you want the girl to stay with no yard? Now you praying against her progress.
No. It's one of my favorite reads. I like my reads to be accurate. And it won't be accurate if she has a yard.
No, you just have to read something else. See, that's when you know you can read, when you can be versatile and go with the situation. You can't sit up here and be no enemy of progress and pray against that girl progress.
Okay. I retract. We will let her progress, and I will find
right.
something else. We'll let her progress.
That's right. Okay. Now that's the spirit. Let her progress, and you can always come another day.
There's always Gollum. Gollum is still there.
That's right, and you can still come back and go for them veins in her capacious forehead. You can go back for her lack of edges. You can come back and remind her that she looked just like RoboCop. Like, you have so many ways to come back.
I forgot you called her RoboCop. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's RoboCop.
See, until you just you brought her forward and sent her back in the same mistake. Because
that's the key in my brain, right? It's like, tell the truth on people. Don't wish bad on them, but you can still come and read them from their hair follicles to their baby toenail. Like, you ain't got to leave no stone unturned and still wish them well at the same time. I wish her well.
We wanted to have a backyard.
I want her to have a backyard, side yard, and front yard for them cheering.
All of it.
All of
Real
it.
grab.
I want
Real
to
grab.
eat well. I want her to get as much of that man's money as she can before she leave him or the Grim Reaper, stop drinking with him and finally take him to the great beyond.
Oh, because he's hanging on.
Yeah, that's his bestie. That's his bestie. Him and the Reaper be kicking it down
And
to the
can we
club.
say Ashley Mama look a lot? She like she doing better.
She does.
Mhm.
But that's what happens when people get off crack. They gain weight real good. I got a few people I knew that got off crack and they weight went up like just shot up like that. They be real plump and healthy looking, and that's a good. I'm for real. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it is. She looked real.
That is
nice.
a good sign. Like
But I was. Never mind.
I don't know
real
if you.
nice.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, Kat. I'm from Florida. I'm from the cocaine capital of the U.S. So we grew up in coke culture, and I knew plenty of my friends, mothers, aunties, that actually ended up on crack. And so when them ladies got off that stuff, their weight goes up. Their faces get so plump. They start eating good. They start looking good. It's a sign that they're taking care of themselves. So honestly, when I see Ashley's mama, it's like, okay, she really left it alone. She really let that stuff go. And I'm glad for that. But I still think she a whole slime ball, for sitting up there harassing her daughter about a check she ain't even got yet. And Ashley not answering them. And the way she was looking at them, if her mama was bright, she'd have been like, ooh, let me shut up. My baby planning something. But no,
Right.
her and the uncle, they was like,
the uncle, yeah.
Did you see how they went in for the juggler on that money?
Mm-hmm. They were not letting her play her game.
No, they don't want, because all they want to hear about is the money. Like, oh, good, she finally leaving, and we can get our piece of the money. Like, go away.
They were so happy when she said y'all will finally be able to come to the house.
I know that oh my Jesus, that penthouse is really cramped. No family gathering.
Out her room.
I still say I believe that there was some undercurrents of Michael really don't want y'all around.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Michael barely wanted Ashley around.
Stronger than anything. I figured that out stronger than anything. And I'm gonna say this much. Now, when she go get that house and they thinking, oh, she got her own house, and when they look up and Michael living in the house with her, they gonna have a fit. I'm telling you. Everybody running off at the mouth, popping noise and saying this and that. Trust and believe everything Candace said about her crusty, pus-filled, grabby husband gonna come right back around to smack her.
Ashley done secured the season 8.
Sure did.
Oh, yes, she did.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did, honey. Pennywise the clown is wise. She is wise, honey. Everything floats down there. Go on, Pennywise. But listen, we done started talking about something else.
I know, we did.
Let me get my big tail up off here. I still got to go eat something. I swear, y'all, I think my fat is on contract because I cannot eat and the fat still sit there. So it got to be on contract, just like Ashley. But anyway.
We're gonna start all over again. I'm sorry I joined in late. It was lovely talking to both of you. I had a wonderful time.
I enjoyed you. I'll be so happy when you call in. I love my cat. Okay. Well, listen, y'all. Everybody else, y'all hit that like button, and I ain't playing either. It's free. Hit it. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live on this porch. And every Sunday we will be here after the show. Same bat time, same bat channel. Also, please, the last free button is the subscribe button. If yours is red, you are not subscribed. Please subscribe. Come again. Come often. Everybody's welcome on the porch. Keep it real. Tell the truth. Keep it respectful. And we will always be glad to have you here. Also, if you need your dream journals or your Bible study notes, the link is in the description box below the video. Or you can always go to Amazon.com and type in Seanitra. And meanwhile, on y'all's way to bed, everybody please have a great night. Love on your people, love on your family. And if nobody else tells you, remember, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a good night. Y'all tell them folks good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, fam.
All right. Ooh, child.